All right, 26 minutes after 1. Young Jimo Embra, happy 98.9 FM. So, a very good afternoon to you. And Thursday, the 26th of January, 2023. Safedi January, no, Abanewe, until Muamusu say January, in every new year, biano, a check, and sana ewuno. Say, there's a moho atomo. All right, we are live on your radio from now till 5 p.m. Mayan Mamo Enyana Sutre say, and then we are transmitting our Nisim FM 100.1, our Tamale, and we also live on Nisim 95.9, our Bolgatanga. We also live on Facebook and Oko onto our social media. Ube to me, I join us live. Also, now bet me do comments. Gunafi. We share your comments with the rest of the world. A very good afternoon to you out there. Now, Unim say, in the wake of NDC for shake-up our parliament, some interesting headlines and from most of the news portals. So, depending on the kind of information I'm on for NSA canon, now they will choose to capture it in a way they deem fit. And those ones says also the Aswasi NDC supporters mount pressure on NDC's national executives to reinstate Muntaka. Now, and no comes with a picture of some form of a commotion. The NDC's constituency office. Aswasi no. Another one here also says Esiadun Ketia is sabotaging Haruna Idrisu. NDC supporters in Tamale. Now, Tamale says what to say? Omubwa Tomyam dear. Woman say yes, you are too forcing any Haruna Idrisu Akasana. Haruna Idrisu Nankasa say Wajatum say Yawrona Humano into no more na Mosesaya. Munabu travel home. Inu Safuseni praises Esiadun Ketia for parliamentary reshuffle. And right now we are supposed to have an interview with Inu Safuseni, but unfortunately, for the sake of time, and to me, and I will try and press on that. But I'm picking a signal, say NDC for say for now. They want to go on a blackout for this very decision on my arrival, because in the wake of the decision, a lot of heads are knocking. And it seems that it's bringing some deep cracks within the party. And it appears almost now, they want to go on a media blackout on this very issue. Now, almost the way forward answer. Mahama was consulted and his opinions were properly considered. Fifi Kwete declares. Also, Eddie Awade Eba and on the General Secretary of the NDC. All right, so JM is aware of this very decision. 2024 elections will be on the economy, petroleum and power. Esiadun Ketia justifies the shake-up in the NDC. All right, Yate. Lots of fire under the umbrella. I weep for my beloved NDC. Koku Anyido. Kaisel Atoforsen replaces Haruna Idrisu as the minority leader. Now, Namekase, I said me by here about 2 days ago. Now, I'm for Sweden and Kenya Simbia. But Osha a year the way this very announcement, a heighten NDC internal wranglings, and you beg to ask, say, what actually went wrong? And you know, General Mosquito what can any 202 who say when it comes to experienced politicians in Ghana, so any kind of better to me, no. We cry no at me a fanasia. One to me, I make sure, say, I mean, the kind of people are affected, or this change, you know, are consulted before the decision is announced. And you know, with a mere announcement of the decision, you know, one with the kind of confusion a diaba ewo NDC mu. Anyambia e de na see ya you know, or man to me are notify. For instance, Muntaka and Haruna Idrisu. Say, this is what's to come. And to prepare your minds for this announcement. Now, one more buy no a day, I mean, this confusion about within the party. And then be 2 forces, so they also are sharing the say. And as far as he is concerned, whether I say a section of the minority MPs are on one side with the petition, said party no and reconsider that decision, no more a reinstatement of the leadership, no. Or no, the Washana Juma say. Now I understand, sir, and we issue a poster. War assure the rank and file of the NDC say he's going to live up to the bill in spite of the disagreements and some sort of confusion. Agreed the announcement and the appointment. You know, he is ready to live up to the bill. Say or best step in now. Where to me abua ama the new face of the minority leadership. No, or me to me put pressure on the government to deliver what is right for the people. Ebi muso say ekoba say pressure na MPs ni bi edeba no ekoye ho na party no exercise that decision we na your party ni mpanyufo no wo mo emre yomu ano no then it tells you said they don't have the teeth to bite wo mo entumi enfo on you enye you. But do you really believe that the NDC can do a rethink and reverse this very decision? And now, is it the best way to go for the party now? Say the new set of executives. I hear such a major announcement and a decision. Not pressure from within. I'm over to me, I rescind that decision with a turnaround. I mean, how possible? Ebe to me, I ho Eddie Ama the NDC. All right, so I understand, sir, there are ongoing meetings within the party. Sir, on trying on my iron, a bit of the indifference about from this very announcement. But this one just dropped from the NDC's regional office here in the Greater Accra region. Now, I'm saying for immediate release, quickly, run through this very statement. Now, didn't come out every hall. Now, I'll say we know a notice to administrators of NDC social media platforms. Okay, so it says, it has come to the attention of the Regional Executive Committee that most social media platforms created to advance the cause of our great party have now been turned into hotbeds for insults and unsubstantiated allegations, mostly against senior members of the party. Whilst we admit that these groups were voluntarily created by like-minded comrades, without express authorization from the leadership of the party, we are compelled to reach out to administrators of the platform to ensure sanity prevails. Henceforth, we expect administrators to assume absolute control over the platforms and set ground rules to regulate contributions on the platforms. Whilst at it, we expect administrators to sanction persons who may flout such rules. In the unlikely event administrators fail to comply with this directive, and a formal complaint is lodged with the regional secretariat, both administrators and whoever made the denigrating or despising post, either by himself or by way of forwarded messages, shall be subjected to party discipline. All right, so this one is signed by Nia Shimo, or no, and the Greater Accra Regional Chairman for the NDC, or this very statement. So later on this afternoon, we'll be joined by the Honorable Ebenezer Nii Narh Nartey or no, the former NPP member of Parliament for Ablekuma Central constituency. Or no, ever join us live in the studio for a one-on-one interview. Into no just hang on and no ever baso. All right, now I'm so say you're from ladies for Baumia. Also, fly away now and go viral. And I know be say Baumia Bebahano. Hey, I say move. I'm say from ladies for Baumia, and we'll be having an interview with this group. Now, in the run-up or in the build-up to the NPP's presidential primary, so no, I'm sure you are aware, sir, a lot of these groups will be springing up. Now, ladies for Baumia, what's their agenda? Omubebanafi, Yanu Omoso Edin Komo Ewoho. Later on, for the big conversation, Solomon Asante, a member of the MPP's communications team, or no Ebeba Studio, Anafe, Ernest Adomakon, the NDC's parliamentary hopeful for Okaikwe South constituency. Also, by join us live in the studios. Mamina production team, Nasi Kojo, Sefadankwa Ewaha. Anafe, so no, Thomas Kofia Samoa. You're from the dawn, Kwabna Prayer. Good afternoon out there. All right, some magic on the lines right away. So now, this decision by the NDC, my main met many NDC supporters, Eddie Nkomo, members of the NDC and Frame now, may hear what you make of this very decision. If you're a member of the NDC, right from the branch to any constituency to the region, national, I mean, Frame, Eddie Nkomo, my main engage NDC minds now. May share what they make of this very announcement from the party. The kind of division or tension announcement where at the Abano. Do you think, sir, there should be a change in decision as it were from the party? I mean, give us a call. Let's know what's on your mind. Now, NDC for any come before I'll set in for the other blocks on the show this afternoon. We are a member of the NDC Afremi. 0551 563 916 and I face 0553 971 064. Strictly for the NDC. Yanya this exercise with members of the NDC only. Members of the NDC only on the lines. Now, Yan Fan Kasem. Yanji a bit of a more contribution. Good afternoon here. Hello, Pachoini.
Good afternoon, Dadon.
Yes, sir. Michael, let's say.
My
means here, also know why you ensure say was our decision.
No, the army pastor, Obleni Wa, Sebi, after me Bonnie Amanema, it's a betterment of the party. So they know what they are doing. Once we message them, they know. So let's give them the time, and I know they will deliver. So, Yamra down, Yama Kumamra from. Obiani wa okwa obekasa okodin kuku ona omu omu dey omu ye enti etio kotwe be de akire na anya botrema omu di anyway without.
All right, Michael Ajano mami and now I say so we are a member of the NDC Afremi. Now whilst a year they are in that meeting trying to iron out their differences, what do you also have to add, Fremi, as a member of the party? Also, will become a decision. Who is saying, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Whiny.
The way
ED also agent saying,
maybe a word coordinator. About the platform as well, almost about 3,000 members. Munaji, that publish a judgment. So, when we as a person, about the word that's open West there, the natural area.
na down almost 3,000 members and the platforms so we are just we are going to see it's a radio
all right Idi mame na wase ho NDC for na tro madwen no say welcome news and you know obi amberry ne differences na fe omo move as one. Good afternoon here.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Mpacho Hweni.
Mijana na kwa Mefrefe New Boy Town.
Oh, you're a member of the NDC.
Me a branch communication officer.
Oh, okay, that's good. Now, what you're saying?
Oh, Queen of no constituency.
All right, me that's in two from me also position we are not now member.
Me a branch communication.
We are an executive and no me executive member. What you're saying?
Decision the party no leadership na tiki so what I say in the years we was here near form so because we 2016 na the hello na Drew Suba you know party executive na dey buy no ankasa na dey ko ho enti na enti sam la na dey ni nipa bebre ho bi ankasa so what I say na dey buy why bi obi a ni say o mo buy aro na ene muntaka o mu na ya juma aboa party no and you say mumra and chain maybe so matwaso that much more munim de na mo won e mark wo na bibia nko yema party nko na nimu a supporters ni bi so mo ntiase omo na de omo kan yeti e fadodo na ye say ye fo mpanifo ne so ye hwe the way forward is 2024 ye be power no eno na hia ye ene opposition ye power ko ye say na na do wa say bibia so atase enti the power ni hia say enti no. Yeah, quick.
All right, Mami now I say still listening to the NDC Minds. I was our announcement. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, Mpacho Hweni.
Oh, there's a family.
All right. Oh, yeah, dear. An ordinary member, and I say we are an executive.
Yeah, delegate.
We're a delegate. Oh, okay. What's what you're saying?
Oh, they don't. That some are papa. They are no. Ni German abroso. Eni bro. Gana sana Gana ko boni man kasa. Ya sama na yeni dia fast ni sure no. Ndana sepa.
All right, mama now so I say still engaging NDC Minds. You say from the base of the party how they also react to this shake up in parliament. Announcement to anyone Akwaya Bibia, but you heard the ABC on the 7th of February. Good afternoon here. Yeah, hello, Mpacho.
Good afternoon, Rashid Ablekuma South, organizer.
Okay, Rashid Ablekuma South, organizer. Fantastic. What are you saying? Hello, Rashid, meet you. Hello, Rashid.
Mi kata.
Me Mpacho kasa meet you.
Omo pese onu kwa otuna osa.
All right, Rashid, sorry about that. I'm saying, well, I know Ento Muye, but Ofra, I mean, who also your position in the party and what you make of this very decision. No, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Eben Kwabinya, good, my means you.
Me, the meda, I say, the decision I'm taking, I think the board party, the minister, formally, it is by appointment, not by election. So they should calm their support base down. Far from long term, you mean where the leadership of parliament now, so this time around, the NEC, now the chairman of the NEC, about the Maya it will based on economy, energy, and power. I don't think that is why now about 77 after the change said they are in support of the next decision. It's not threat. Press conference here and then M1. You are appointed. What's now for 3 consecutive times? So what I say? Since awkward, you say what the chief should this is the time leadership said I don't think so we're near this. You should just go ahead and come and support them. Because things mean that by appointment, Rebecca said, and on here. On this decision has been taken. Well respected. Let's back the decision because The NDC is focused, and we need to rescue this country for the second time.
All right, amen. Mami na was say, you go so ni NDC for din come off from your position in the party, and what you also make of this very announcement. Good afternoon here.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Pachoini.
I'm from escape from Broken.
Oh,
May underground NDC communicator.
It doesn't matter. So what's your mind?
They always say the honorable Mutakane, the other one, the supporters, the Omoy and NDC.
The other one on the wine.
Oh, I'm not Jews. Yeah, me, I said, the supporters, more fight when you want focusing on that. Not come on and reach out for Keke. No more come with you. Mukaka come with you. No more to put 7 years in it, and no more should be passed. Move player, I'm a born 24. No more, I'm a kind of boom. I'm waiting to rescue Ghana and the MPP. What in China, move to IMP, move the other part. Move the other part. Move a channel when they are going to be frozen. What the move of what? And I'm Mukaka, I didn't boom Keke. I better no more rescue Ghana. What that's what it means. I make catch up. Only no man come out and no one went in the front. Now end is in that power 2024. No more end is a gene somebody people for young baby and mama was
all right, okay, mammy, and now so what say mammy pick a few more me bape. There are 2 one-on-one interviews I'll be doing this afternoon. One is with a former member of parliament, Anafi. Ladies for Baumia, and studio have the rough. But for now, we are discussing the NDC shake-up and what the members of the NDC feel. And to be a member of the NDC, just give me a call, 0551-563-916, 0553-971-064. We'll be happy to know your position in the party. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
Me Pacho Haini.
Pacho, up the line,
Newtown. Oh yeah, there in the NDC.
Our ordinary member.
No problem. I'm in here, Abdullah.
That's a pani at my farm. Now, the say I was say will be here, would say, but there's no way one position in a party. People are competition, so okay, let us have no, and and a bagging a pie. It is how I address you, but I don't know my be. But going forward, no strategy. Ne adia yadebwa ama party no atin adinkonim we shall to force a very young energetic or knowledge grasp of the economy with me adiabwa party into be anya but say ni yemua for the party.
All right, okay, mame, and now also was say ewo ho mintie ofofro so Mahain.
Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Dadon.
Bacho Haini.
No, Kuni
Asaman Kese, what are you doing, NDC?
Yeah, branch communication.
Branch communicator.
Yeah.
My means also, what you saying?
Yo, Dadon, maybe they are in Penifona, I am no meme for us because I'm on a way in Penifo. And I'm going to 2024 and a critical. If you're on a moon, how I'm more plamoyam or more to Tommy, I'm a bit me a power because how I 2024. And so, honorable Mutakane, how I wish you, Omo supporters, Omo Casancho, no Munja. We need power, we are every position on Benyan, the best one way. What I say, but Mamun for him, Mamun was say, Omo future, you be a domain. Yeah, there's a best Roman, yeah, and penny for no, in himself, yeah, and Omo Bayana as wedding, you do make she. Omo will be in Nomunim, the no Mopes on my power and air share, and Nomunim taxes are making at the power. And see, Madam who said, this is not taking a good decision part of my taking into the Fuaso.
All right, Mamina also was say, my special guest is already in, and I'll just make time for about 2 or 3 more calls. Now, Fimaba back into the studio. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Dedon. Pacho, what you say?
Me no crasa, Maminti.
Nebra, me that decision now, my taking it there. Me, when you say, and for Sobia, a very good decision at the NDC Amanyo Kuno. So they said, a decision we are on the bar, a dean could be in 2024. And no one less support to Mona yet in Yajikino because near my personal, almost take a decision never go party no quantity. I was in Nayatamachi. It's immediate that decision. You mistake bi a ɔma yɛ yi na ɛbɛta ɔma tumi ayɛ dwumaden na ɛno nso mfa nkyekyɛmu biara ɛsɛ ma NDC ɛde nkabom ɛna ɛbɛba meyɛ sure sɛ Aruna Drisu ɔno mpanimfoɔ no na bɛtena ase na ɔma address biribiara ama biribiara to yie mo da ase onyankopɔn ka ho.
Mame na also was so NDC for now ɔmokyerɛ ɔma adwen ɛwɔ saa shake up no ɛho no. Good afternoon here.
Good afternoon, Dedon.
Me ba chwaini.
This is Gershon.
Gershon, my mean to
The fact that I said, look at why they did raise an eyebrow, doesn't mean that what the MPs, the regional MPs are doing also correct. Because the person has not been given to anybody for permanent. Somebody goes, somebody come. You understand? The reason why they did somebody between the house, I said, look at that was because we also Ahmed Ibrahim and then Uganda on their India supported him. Others did not see them like that. So everybody will think that so far as you maintain them, you kick the rest out. It is an error. But that those people who should not think that the place is for them forever. So far as you can't this way, you put it that way. Thank you.
Thank you too, Gershon, for your point. Well noted. 5 minutes to 2 p.m. Epahua Daben on Happy 98.9. Live Ewa Tamale on Nesim 100.1. Live Ewa Bolgatanga on Nesim 95.9. Across the world on Facebook. Good afternoon here. Hey, Queen, that's saying.
I don't know, many of them are now say.
Namia Domboko, my minty also again.
The door. The person may quality might be one for the more my call lesson. The national summer on who want to mean take it decision and my pattern. Just a penny for no, your neck members, any penny for Muday and no pattern. And Pianya said, Book it, young one, I didn't to me a year, dear, say, and to me, some. A penny for Muday and Minan or Mutinas and all move you this idea no back. Let's Mutaka, Mr. for any papa on a bow. I haven't agreed to Neshita for say. A changes now, my young Pamu month platinum, or my Yama NDT or parliament papa. But a man to say it's so Bisubay be named the home of the boy or my pattern. And to get penny for the door, maybe who for so dear we want, and the Nipa destroy a party of the best and Yama, oh, you're winning in fast with Abba, my NDT pattern. Yes, a pen carbon, your per se we need election 2024. Let's say, change about parliament, where Bufubene with the door. And see a best number you grow, your pen carbon 2024. They are G2 free before almost all my to me now from one.
All right, Mamena Rose, so I say, Mamma last call and Afi, Memra Studio had to engage my special guest this afternoon. Yes, good afternoon.
This Blind Moses.
Yeah, Blind Moses, Mamin Tiwa.
They don't part two. Changes whereby, you know, I didn't know they qualified to be parliamentarians in their constituencies. Or say, all because supporters no almost take time because this is internal. What do you call it? Reshuffling. Because somebody was there before Mutaka and Honorable Haruna came. So if there is any change, at least the supporters should stay calm and look up to the leaders to see what they are going to do. Now we're also pleading to Haruna and Mutaka. They should talk to their supporters to stay calm because everybody wants unity. And as this thing is going on, it's going to bring what you call it segregation among the what do you call it, the leaders. So they should stay calm and calm their people down. Thank you, Mr.
All right, according to Ato Forcing, I'll say I will focus the next month to tackle 3 things. First, I wish to first of all send a message to the NPP that the people of Ghana are calling on them to downsize their government to reflect the mood of the country. You are asking people to forgo their coupons or interest. You are asking the ordinary Ghanaian to sacrifice their payouts. And so therefore, if His Excellency the President intends to reshuffle his government, let it be known that we in the NDC will not accept an attempt to increase the size of government. Kaisel Ato Forcing also sent a caution to the president to ensure that he does not increase his government size. And if the current size of the ministers increases by 1, that one person may not receive our cooperation. And in the end, we will also wish to assure the people of Ghana that as part of our engagement with the Finance Committee and the Health Committee, we have agreed to public hearing on the audit of the COVID-19 expenditure beginning on the 7th of February 2023. At that point, we will pay due diligence to the duties given to us by the people of Ghana. The new minority leader, Kaisel Ato Forsen.
For all the information, news, views, and interviews, listen to The Dawn. He's got you on Happy 98.9 FM.
All right, exactly 2 p.m., live in our studio, the former Member of Parliament for Ablekuma Central Constituency, the Honorable Ebenezer Nii Narh Nartey. The last time Ablekuma Central for Bahane Jademu NDC on. I want no constituency for Nebaha. One more year confusion be no. Now it appears that the center cannot hold. I am not a member of any of the parties, but Oshe, the NDC are only kuta seat now. Any the way our tension is brewing internally within the party, I wouldn't say maybe they are calling for a change, but Ebiana Omafe, the Honorable Ebenezer Nii Narh Nartey, Minimara, Honorable Akwaba.
Yeah, minya.
Na bibi aboko de.
Nyame go so shirami.
Amen. Ablekuma Central aboko de.
Nyame adom. Ablekuma Central de. Nyame do bibi ayekoso as expected.
Good.
Nyankopon epeso ni yen no. Nyame go so ani yen so ewo constituency no. Once a constituency no so is blessed to have a lot of people in government. Papa Lord Comey, Director of Operations, Municipal Chief Executive, Miriam Makale Amui. We have our constituency executives, electoral coordinators. We have a lot of people in the constituency in one way or the other are helping to build and shape the constituency for the betterment of all of us living in Ablekuma Central constituency.
Fantastic. So going through your archives, I chanced upon a year with goodwill messenger. Odema party upon your loss at the polls. And I was saying, on behalf of my family, I want to thank God Almighty, the NPP and the good people of Ablekuma Central for the opportunity given me to serve them over the last 4 years in Parliament. I wish to thank our Council of Elders, patrons, constituency executives, zonal coordinators, polling station executives, and the entire NPP that supported my candidacy. I am humbled and grateful for the opportunity and the experiences we've had over the period. You embraced me and I was able to build good community spirit everywhere in Ablekuma Central. You are the salt of the earth. And even though I got important things done for you, I wish I could have done more. So with a difference of 204 votes, you lost the parliamentary elections.
Yeah.
So far, I recover from that shock. No, but such a slim margin, very slim.
It reminds me after election, I think the following week, there was a program at the Central Mosque.
Good.
And President Bai. I said, Eben, 204? Why? But everybody gets surprised about it. Ushe in Greater Accra, we lost about, I think, 7 seats in Greater Accra. I'm the only person that lost with that difference.
Yeah.
Omo lose it be a 14,000, it be a 15,000, it be a 9,000, it be a. But Okoboy and a bar below your friend is saying 2,000.
Yeah.
So after me, make us Okoboy. Then we have Obin lost it with I think about 2,000 something. That is Fuseni. So even when I check the records, even in the constituencies that we lost, even in 2020, for not only in Greater Accra, but in the entire country, I can say, if I'm not be the first person, then I'll be maybe the second person who lost with a very small margin.
Very small.
Very small margin. And then Ubeko Musa, since ni so a winning and so because there are about 4 or 5 seats we also won with a small margin. Yes. So Ushe, the entire loss in the parliamentary seats for MPP in the entire country. I would say I'll be one of the people who lost with a very small margin, very, very small margin.
But what accounted for that, loss?
Oh, let me say, yes. There are a lot of things that went into the elections, and one of the things I can say, so far as a leader, when something happened, the blame is put at your doorsteps, and when the blame is put at your doorsteps, one thing that you need to do is to say, ube, your friend is saying, ube assessing, now evaluating what the people are saying, and then come into conclusion. I've sat down and I've analyzed, say, look, yes, I'm the candidate. I'm the one leading the battlefield. So definitely the blame will put at your doorsteps. I've settled it in good faith. But there are other things that also contributed to our loss. One, a migration of the people. Currently, as I'm speaking with you, before 2016 election, we are the second or the third largest constituency in Ghana. But after the 2020 election, 2020 registration, many of our constituents migrated from the constituency to a place like Amasama, Kaswa, and it's about 15,000 people left the constituency. Obi wo ha sebi or ti obi fie and anyamia yana dom wakwe ni your friend is saying ni kakra ewo baby a. How long would the person continue to pay rent? Sebi say uncomplete on smitty mukana e ono ani fie, so he will go. So bimu migrate from the constituency. The other thing so to affect you a big time. Your stronghold, which is Abosokan electoral area. We have almost about 28,000 registered voters in Abosokan. The difference between myself and the NDC candidate was almost about 7,000. So it tells you, say, almost about 13 to 14,000 of the people are Mbambe Tuaba. Reason being that that day, Okaya, the first Friday of every Friday in December, a Farmers Day. Good. Okay. So that election day, so Friday. But because we are celebrating the Farmers Day, you postpone election on Monday. So many of the people did not come on Monday to come and cast their vote. Okay. Let me use Wobiti Kofata, who have a lot of shops in Abosokan. Let's assume that he have about 10 or 15 shops. And he decided and they only they mean be. None of the shops will be open. So if we have averagely about 10 or 5 in every shop, multiply by the number of shops now, it tells you
most of them too are not residents.
If they are not residents in the constituency, if they happen to be residents in the constituency, they will come and cast their vote. Good. But they don't live in the constituency. Even though they spend most of their time in the constituency, constituency.
You also ensure, say, during registration, you had a lot of these people registering within the constituency.
Yes. In fact, during the registration time, one thing, in fact, Abosokan was the second electoral area of population, okay. But currently, as I'm speaking with you, Abosokan is the biggest electoral area as I'm speaking with you now.
Within your constituency?
Within the constituency. Good. Even though you have about 52 polling stations, the bigger electoral area, which is Mambrook electoral area, that have about 54 to 56 polling stations, or population a bar from. But Abosokan there no a course, because at that time, they are covered. And nobody Abosokan phone the doors, any Asante phone doors, and at that time, because of COVID, people were not traveling to their various hometown to go and register. People have a perception, say, many of the people are Accra, they do registration now, muko register with the mindset, say, the population, and idea development, and idea say. So most of the times, even though parliamentary candidates want their people to come and register, the chiefs and opinion leaders in the community always appeal to their people to come home and come and register. So the population and based on that, the government will come and do development. Good. But in this case, because of COVID, so most of them register. And I can tell you, people leave Abosokan as late as 10, as 9, at 11, because they spend most of their time. Because he's looking at the traffic from Kaneshi to Kaswa. So when he close around 5 or 6, he will be there, hang around to be sure traffic near them. So they spend most of their time, your friend is saying. So that's why most of the time, they all register. Your friend is saying, the baby Omuye. Exactly.
Yeah, I see. So now, sitting back and looking at a year, the constituency now, what would you say ABR, assessor? Do you see any signs upon your exit?
Sitting back and looking at the constituency, I cry for the constituency.
You cry for the constituency?
I cry for the constituency.
Honorable Nartey?
I really cry for the constituency. Because the level at which me far constituency could do, now I'm expecting saying by now, the constituency never can name. But unfortunately, when you look at the state of the constituency, look, 31st time because sorry, baby. Also for this, I don't know his political affiliation. Okay. But there's one thing he says, sometimes besides whether we have MP in the constituency.
Sir.
That's what he said. In fact, he can openly, 31st time.
For no yen sermon, no.
I say,
into your MP or constituency.
Exactly. Because look, when you talk about development in a constituency, my first 4 years in office as a member of parliament is unprecedented. You can ask anybody that lives in Ablekuma Central, say, oh, Eben Beye MP no, Ejuma Oyana se want to me anye. There are some places in my constituency that can't to me faho. And now I mean say ka faho. There are some places in my constituency throughout the years I been obu there was a lecturer Mambuke lecturer, there was a place called Soko. Me ye honum drains. Mami Penny or say my tina almost 40 years. Me who drain that. And then one man who said ye to me a drain because predecessors e catch and say ye ni map mu na me so mo si ye ni mu Soko mu ni map mu dia me mabasa me no be den me no be share map mu. And then when you go to the electoral areas, development course. And now many can say nothing is being done
nothing is being done.
Absolutely nothing, totally nothing is being done in a constituency. If not the MC, our baby MC a way there. For the MP, he's nowhere to be found.
You don't feel the presence of the MP.
Not at all. But when you go to a baby Riyadh, there's a school, the MC, in fact, now that school is not even war. There was a problem with it. Mm-hmm. I was able to engage the community and we were able to ward the school.
Okay.
I think it's a 6 classroom block. And now I can say the municipal chief executive Atwaso as another 6 account and Mamu sign another extension. And now I say she's building a hospital. So you can see that when you look at the work that we are being done in a constituency, a collective ejuma in a constituency. Myself, the MC, the director of operation at that when I was the MP. Good. So the collaboration was there. Today, Uba, your friend is saying, Ablekuma Central, we have a police station in the constituency. It was built by the director of operation at the president, Lord Comey. If I met me, I can say, in Greater Accra, if I'm not mistaken, we will be the 2nd or the 3rd constituency. And your artificial 3rd, your friend is saying, your constituency. Wow. So you can see there were a lot of projects. By now, I can say, Ufa major coin baby so. They say the Kubehu and they did good coin so. Kubehu and they did good coin so. Yes. Obiaka say na say MP on your coin, na say MP on your say. But I always say
terrible.
It's about
Kubehu na mo dey fill potholes near the our constituency.
Upa Ochna, let your people come out, take them around.
No, we can send our cameras over there.
I'm telling you.
Say Kubehu no mo dey fill potholes.
I'm telling you. I won't lie to you.
Wow.
I won't lie to you. And I can mention the roads that currently a war is about to Yes, it's because they are potholes. But during my term, I don't sit down for some of these things to happen.
So during your term,
it's a matter of you going to urban roads.
Good.
Then I say, so open a new paper, a car, which means bringing development to the doorstep of your people.
Open and no paper car.
A car, yes. Because
are you trying to say the current MP no?
That's me.
The pen and the paper and can.
I me come as me both the idea. So pen new paper can because I me the pen new paper to her. No matter. The common minister for roads. Good. In fact, before I go to the urban roads. On my office, I will pamprum. Me copy. Me say, this road is the problem. What do you think we can do? You do the bill of quantity for me. And sometimes I use my own money to take them to site. No, my year bill of quantity, no. Me then I'll go and lobby from the minister.
Good.
me call be one minister so Fakor Urban Roads regional office. Fakor. That's what I do. Some of the projects I go to the presidency and go and lobby from there. Some of the projects they may so rest in peace. The former regional minister, I go to him and lobby. My former friend Mayor Ajesoa, I go to them to lobby. In fact, some of the projects in Kwapo Mekai, one of the lecturer, like the lecturer area, the deputy minister for finance, Abraham Sassari.
Yeah.
One day, apparently, the Dr. T, Honor side. One day, Parliament was Eben, to be a question in this area. I'm saying, which area? Then he mentioned the area and said, I don't area. I say, yes. I'm saying, okay, what is the issue? So, who find the any crowd? I'm so reading as a minister. You share boundary with the minister for rules. Or no so or he has scan of their age, man. So let's go and talk. So you're right, chamber no. Now I'm a quarter to also offer. And now I'm a coy ben hot, Nihonum the any crowd buano. Also, Konako na Fabra. So I don't sit at one place. Whoever me who say oh, baby one in Sembiano, I'll bet me Abuame in the constituency. I go and plead
with the person.
Yeah. So I need this assistant for the good people of the constituency. First, before I came into office, Uba baby Sabo so kind. You can go there and find out from them. I give credit to reference Tete Chai, any President Moss. They started something. But I think they did about 2 roads in Abosokai, and that was the end. And now Miduka said, we are left with only 3 roads in Abosokai that need to be done. In fact, Bakono, yeah, because of the overpass now, Moyen, because or move to form into Moye asphalt overlay now, say no. The other 2, no, yeah, drains were inside, but all the other roads that is left, say, yeah, asphalt, near paving, paving, because they use oil. Into one you sue paving blocks, now one find your quina, and road no enya ahoden bene ya paving honum na inside honum ya paving all the places ya share asphalt. If you remember, the president even came to cast the sword for that project. All these things were done during my term of office.
Wow.
And I went to the president because the president, this is a constituency and this is an electoral area. Mecca said they have helped the party and government since 1992.
So that's the kind of defense you put up for your constituency and the president.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
And you see, apart from
certain MPs cannot say it as it is before the president.
Oh, yeah, for me.
But if you're able to, frankly, speak to the president about your constituency, with electoral fortunes, for the party. President recognizes your efforts.
Oh yes, and president also knows, say yes, indeed. What I'm saying is the truth.
Okay.
Because they know, say when you talk about Aboso Kind, Aboso Kind is a friend is saying a very stronghold and the heart of the party when it comes to support for the constituency or for the national party itself. Because these are people that you see, one of the members of the Council of State, Bakofi Anson, represent the Eastern region. Or your friend is saying, or
resident or
your spare parts dealer. Okay. In fact, he's one of the I think he's or one of the key funders. Almost a friend is saying spare parts. Okay. Or we have one of the MC. I think across or and I say of one MC. No Abosokai. So the party recognize the support that we get from Abosokai. Irrespective of they being seen as MPP4 and I say they seen as a friend and saying yes, but they contribute their quota to the party. That is why when it comes to Abosokai, we have MPP volunteers of Abosokai. And we sure even in 2016 they promised to support the president. In fact, when president decided not to no only contest 2016 election, I think 2016 election, they went there. I was the president. If he decided to contest, so we'll call campaign be now type car baby say out the fabric and we'll do it for you free of charge. That tells you the kind of love the people in that area, no, and then the entire constituency, no, have for the party
but
in general.
Honorable Eben, Mami push you a bit to the wall. Obibeka say, so if that's the kind of support the MPP enjoys our constituency, then in a way, man, you're fair to business folks or I'm talking about migration. I'm here with Jennifer, I'm with spare pass for I don't know. I didn't run out play here in those movements, to help ensure say. I'm out for Bobejo so now enquire say I'm out for the Amemfina A2 Konia. The issues I'm talking about.
Yes. Let me start with Abosokai, the spare parts migration issue.
Yeah.
And no, it has come to an halt. Because when the issue was brought, it started last year. Yes, I think last 2 years.
Yeah.
So when the issue was brought to my notice, but I had a lot of calls from Abosokai. Currently, I always have interaction with most of the executives.
Good.
So I quickly called their co-chair, Clement Boy. Chairman, what is going on? I've had so many calls. CSC. What is actually the problem? So he came to explain things. I'm saying this. In as much that regional minister have this idea, I think that we need to sit down and look at it holistically. Because that place, one, is not a government land. In fact, that's my hometown.
Okay, so a traditional land.
In fact, it's two land.
It's two land.
Yes. Until being a water asase, and your friend is saying, stores. So you can't just say you are just relocating them. There should be a need for us to do a proper engagement for us to get understanding. Yes. What is the main issue of it? The main issue is that the place is so congested. One of the things are now me as an MP, now me fighting to get it done for them, which I started, but unfortunately, no, we couldn't see the light of day. To get them a car park.
Okay.
Because getting to Abosokan, the major problem is car park.
True.
Me no case say me call Abosokan. Hardly do I go with the car. Either go and park at the Methodist Church and walk within Abosokan, and I say go somewhere Central Mosque home and go and walk and park there and walk because ukwa unya baby am park.
Yeah.
So my focus was to get them a car park. If I were starting or ever rules for yard mo. And I start to hear clear or and they will go and park their cars and then walk because it's just about 2 minutes walk. Walk across the Pampro on Wara Abosoka Honum. Unfortunately, we don't have a big space. So the main problem was a friend is saying the car park issue and the amount of congested. So when the issue was brought and I caught it in chat with a friend is saying the co-chair or Estinima, I went further. I had a discussion with the regional minister. But I went further to see the chief of staff. If something can be done. In fact, with them, I can send I was happy with it. I say, Ben, it is good that you have seen me and you have seen chief of staff on this matter. But when we try to bring politics into it, it will tend to be a different thing. So let's have a stakeholders engagement. Let's see how best we can able to resolve the issue. I was constantly having meetings with them. Minister was also having meeting with them. Then chief of staff said, look, Bakofi Anson to also be part of it. And they were having meetings alongside their Misumini and then Aminuka say that issue has been resolved. That project that the regional minister is bringing on board, yes, it's a good project, but we should have a long-term planning for it because a bigger place for all of them to go. We have to get a bigger land where all spare parts dealers so that is what has ended it. On the issue of a friend is saying Jenny Honomono, good. That place is a government land. In fact, it was acquired by government for Ministry of Youth and Sports. When you go to Lands Commission, that's what the search report tells you. The idea of that place was to have a recreation, your friend is saying, center be we have football park, we have volleyball, we have all these things and you know the then president of the republic Jerry John Rawlings Eddie my friend is saying how do you call it Central Gospel Church ebe start here. Then people started having how do you call it, people started having what is the name, encroachment.
Yeah.
And the place always, in fact, so congested. So I think the regional minister in his own initiative can say the way our say relocate it will be better because during President Kufuor time, that was the time I could see sa honum. Yeah, shared bibia or hold their mom or more storage or more bibia and then your pe. Naka they wanted even to add the cucumber market for no more tomb by obia the alcohol. So if you have a very nice place, say ewo sa honum there, then it will be best for you to get to that place than to Bibiamoa, sebi, money a place of convenience. You don't have a proper car park. You don't have things that it will be best for you to go there and then go and do your work, and then we'll look at what we can do at this place. And I mean, you can say it has been walled nicely.
Okay.
You are walling the entire place. It is preventing people from going to put refuse and other things there. Then, which I believe, say, I know very soon maybe a government will come out with something that they wanted to do, because I remember I said agenda 111.
But you earlier mentioned the plan through the search our lands.
No,
that is what it's meant for.
No, the search share the ownership of the land.
The ownership of the land.
This land belongs to the government of Ghana. Acquire this for the Ministry of.
Capture the kind of the use I had.
No, the document at Lands Commission.
Good.
HSA. Asasi we a bind there.
Good.
Now bind no ejima Ministry of Youth and Sports. But
okay.
the Oko National Youth Authority anyway. That was the mindset, and I call Ministry of Youth and Sports. That was the mindset of President Rawlings at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, you say the FNS Once no calling so a link it to the sea.
Good.
So the question is, we say you better start small boats beneath this. So it's a very
fantastic idea.
Exactly. But I get that the point is that it is very costly, and I think that's how come they could not even start that project at the time that Rawlings was there and they wanted to do those projects. No, they couldn't do it. But I believe that very soon I have a hope and believe in the regional minister and his team say they will come out with something that we are going to do, because I'm told that when we launched the Agenda 111, no, there was an idea so we can try to get a friend is saying the Ablukman Central one, no, which experts know about share and all those things. I hope say they are still working towards that and making sure say we get it that, because maybe a one, maybe assassin one, if you're able to build that hospital there,
Good.
It will really help the constituency, because the constituency, you know, the biggest or the biggest hospital like Ebenye, Adam Mamplobi Polyclinic. Now they say Mamplobi Hospital.
Yeah.
Adam Mamplobi, Ana Kolebu Polyclinic, and I say Kolebu Teaching Hospital.
Wow.
So when we also get our own, so at least those living around Aboso Kai, Mimete, that is the Zongo areas, then that areas, no, can also go to your friend is saying. That side of the hospital.
Good.
Then those of us living at Mataiku and those places no can also move to Kolebu, that enclave. So at least it will help us in the constituency.
But Honorable Nartey, don't you also think, say, probably the certain MP no the deficit and they say not buying any the party any in power?
You see, sometimes when I hear some of these things, I ask myself, do your party need to be in power before you can do something for your people? When was the last time you went to Aswansi?
Yeah.
When was the last time you went to Tamale South? When was the last time you went to Look, there was a time, some of us were fighting with Amakwata.
Yeah.
You know the reason?
Tell me.
Yet when you go to Parliament in the morning, maybe before we best proceed, we all we one friend is saying Sam George.
Yeah.
I say, hey, for the ministers, the best minister is Amakwata. I asked him to do this and this and this and this in my constituency. I've done this road.
Wow.
Then some of us got upset. I say, hey, minute offer. Yeah. Friend is there.
Who your position MP?
And then he says, me what I say?
Good.
Me minister ma obia.
Wow.
Baby I say me ejuma bia. And you can see say on several occasions, our president call Sam George constituency to cut short for a project or commission a project. No.
He's always present.
He always present. And so it is not a matter of say my buy new. There are constituencies as I'm speaking to you today. The development is going on. Muhanum Kolekote, Zenato, or MPP. And so say as for the aya Muhanum. Exactly. That is why my car say open car. Now you can now cut as you can. Now say you can stand on your feet in parliament to make a debate. Or your friend is saying contribute to debate. You cut the high of the ministers, and when you go to them for something, there's no doubt that they will not do it for you.
Ablekuma Central, my former MP, the Honorable Ebenezer Nii Narh Nartey, Ona Ewaha, Chese Minka say, I'm amused by the presentation, but you could see that this is a man of his words, a very vibrant. Politician, but there are certain messages attack, and I'm sure as frank as you are, no dear, you do justice to them. I mean, for the first one, hate Suleiman Kwenu or say the Don Honorable Ebenezer came to the Seavers 2 weeks before the election. That he came to Shakura, broke down our markets, and up till now, the women are still selling in the sun. Okay, good. Take note and you'll give an address to that. Byron or the Free Ablekuma Central, we still love you, Honorable Eben. Or also messenger or the Eba and area. And no, I'm just reading those messages that's connected to this very conversation. Osman Mumin, also great man speaking. Honorable Ebenezer Nii Narh Nartey, we love you to the max. Also say it all. And also ye ni amate amaboy. Or also the or the Eba and no. Nuji Fashion, also please let him mention the roads he did in the constituency and if he's awarded the Bola Junction gutter before. All right, okay. Nuji Fashion, yeah, that's say. Also the roads he did at PPAG when only one bucket of water washed all away. All right, Mate. Daniel Transa upon us said, "Don, there's the man we need as our parliamentary candidate." Honorable Eben, the surest bet. All right, and also Eddie, no. He goes on to say, Honorable keeps giving jobs to the youth in the constituency, even though he's out of parliament. Daniel, upon a message or the Eba, and no, yeah, that's say for Mosumodia Modeba no. John Tohama, I'll say that Don. This MP is a former NP, and he should put the blame at the doorstep of his government, which has done nothing in infrastructure throughout the country. Abusio Kai is not an exception. The NPP will lose the seat again in 2024. All right, Ojon Tohama, Yeda say for your message. I also Ode Eba and area, you know. Obisa say, did he hand over all documents to the current MP? Oh, okay. MP ship no, you're handing over no to him. Matthias, Honorable would address some of your concerns for you. Eugene Lakai, also Honorable, you are speaking well. All right, yeah, that's it. And if you Baron one more time, I'll see he's the master of development. Okay, yeah, say Honorable, a few questions to you. To you.
Let me start with the last one.
Good.
And I think you answered the tester.
98.9.
MP Ben are you handing over?
No.
We are where even at the presidency, a transition.
Yeah.
So they form a transition committee, and every document the current no he hand over to your friend and said the Oba. It's as simple as that. No MP hand over to anybody. So the child never hand over anything to me. Neither Okule not hand over anything to the child.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that there's any handover of documents. No. If you don't know, you go and ask, where is this? Where can I get this? Where can I get that? Then we move on. Obi say Bola Junction Road.
Yeah.
Or drain. If I know some of these things, I can make sure they are. Your friend is saying we approve of this. Your friend is saying, "Sir, drain our here can once."
Okay.
I want to say in the authority that the current MP have no knowledge, absolutely no knowledge about how that drain he has no knowledge about it.
I see.
So he shouldn't talk about it. Then Obika about Sukura Market. Yes, Sukura Market now is in a very bad state. And that was a promise I gave to the people in Sukura when I was campaigning in 2016. That your Tuesday market, Ablekuma South. So when I became an MP, God willing, in 2016, not 2017, I'll make sure, say, we'll also have a Wednesday or a Friday market in Sukura.
Good.
And then in Zongo, Memete. Memete then start here, no. In fact, it's almost about 60-70%, almost 80% complete. Omomuton Jane ni sawe no. There was some kebab before be omomutun now livestock, so they brought them to that market. With the issue of Sukura market, and I want to put on record, and me common fan and DC, and assembly in the AC, a Coastal Development Authority in an AC. The award of contracts was given at the cost initially of 500 Ghana cedis. But when I brought Jerry, who happens to be a very close friend of mine, I said, Ben, we have a mini market. We have I think they have 3 stages. I think mini, small, or something. But looking at Assassino, Isra, So let's do the bigger one for you, so that we can utilize the land very well. So the first phase, no say, omeye shed no, na oma use shed no. Then a chair honum na no, omeye friend saying story building. Okay. So the stores will be down and then top, like 3-story. Okay. And then the other shed no ebe middle. Then I mean, I said I think almost about, if I'm not mistaken, about 200 share. Aumenya bibia home. And then they gave the thing, they awarded it for contracts. And the pakode then started. So if Waba, no one say, the work has become a standstill, the best thing you have to do is to go to Koda. Oh, can I get the contact number of the person who is building the market at Sukura? Good. Because likely for us to, before Ebe Bubu we no suno, the municipal chief executive, a temporary one more, friend saying road no so. Very nice one, which is far better than even where they were initially. Obey nice one, Eddie Momu. Currently, as I'm speaking with you, or hold on more, the inconvenient man for air complaining is because a Jumano Iden, Ache, and I'm conforming to our quarters, a man, a quarter was good and one way. So the best thing you have to do, every member of parliament, see, $1 million per constituency. Yeah. It's a matter of you going to Koda. Oh, I want to find out the state of your friend is saying Sukura market. Good. Oh, this is the contractor. Don a contractor. Oh, Don has not been coming to the site. The CEO or whoever is in charge will have to look for the contractor to push him to come to the site. Why have them make sure say whatever is due the people of Ablupatena constituency? Say, I'll come and fight for it. Because you don't need to become an MP, or you don't need to become a minister, or you don't need to become an assemblyman for you to go and fight for development for your people. You can go to, as Mikajo say, look, an ordinary person that you think that walk to the Ministry of Roads. Good. Go and seek audience with the minister. Minister, I live in this community. Yeah. We are in very, very bad state. Our road is this. Our this is this. Minister, can you please help us? The minister can call the municipal chief executive or whoever is responsible to get in touch. Oh, go and look at this place. That's how it's being done. The last time I met, what is his name? The former parliamentary candidate of the NDC that I contested in 2016, Ali. In fact, I had a debate with him 2016 at TV3. Yeah. And he was mentioning roads. Oh, John Kobri. And away. Because he went to lobby at the time he was not the member of parliament. So he went to Wembe Sapiti. When I also got the opportunity to come, I also went to lobby and the asphalt overlay. So I upgraded me upgraded asphalt overlay. Wow. He was not an MP at that time. He was just a parliamentary candidate. That's what I'm saying. Say, irrespective of who you are, if you have the constituency at heart, you can go and lobby for projects. So I want to let the tester understand, say, there's no document for me to hand over to anybody. Good. You can just go to Koda. Their office is at AMA head office at Pentagon. They are on the first floor. You go and seek audience with the CEO or whoever is in charge. Oh, I live at Sukura, your Sukura market. Join this person's time. So in fact, the shortcut, I was there. The director of operation at the presidency was there. The MC was there. The chief was there. The CEO himself was there, and other Mpenifo, in fact, Otinto was there, because this is a project. It's so dear to the heart of myself, the director of operation, the MC, because we are indigenous of the land. So and likely for us, we live in the constituency. We are not like in Konfobia Yenti constituency, but Yenti constituency. So if there's a market, a modern market for Sukura, won't I be proud of it? I'll be very proud of it. Yeah, sure. So I'm still putting pressure on the CEO. Say, look, if they connect and why more baby into a car, you people should make sure they pay him. Let him come back to site and let him come and continue the work that he's doing. Because the whole Zongo markets will say, I mean, why he has gotten Nakasukula or Manya Sanka, they will be happy. So, let's test and say, I am not your friend is saying the contractor, resources be an enemy. So, if you advise as MP, just go to Koda. In fact, when you go to Koda, the last time, in fact, when I was in parliament, there was an issue, and then one NDC MP started castigating against Koda and the project that we are doing. And you see, that's the hypocrisy of some of them. And I got out and I said, look, you people will come to the floor of parliament and come and throw dust in the eyes of people. And so you're pumping them from Koda. You didn't I meet you at Koda 2 days ago? I also pay BB. I feel you know about Eben. Why do you want to discuss? I will not allow you to also turn in the image and the reputation of my government. Good. If Unimi say, you'll be going there. I've been seeing you there almost all the time, even from Water region. When you go to Ododio, Bukum, Sa, friends, artificial test there, no, and you could afford a go to the constituencies and you see, go to Ablikman South. They have built a friend saying a modern toilet to a could afford a so Koda is not only, and so I heard somebody was saying, say, Koda no criminal organizations, you know, until I know there, you will not want to do anything with Koda MCU, you see. It's because and can't.
All right, so Ablekuma Central, former NP, on the ticket of the NPP, Honorable Ebenezer Nii Narh Nartey, Ononewaha. Yeah, no, there's exclusive one-on-one, no. But quick one, still on the constituency now, Femin Famra to the House of Parliament. So since NDC win seat, you know, has the sitting MP engaged you at any point in time? Or no way she happened?
No. Oh yeah, we only meet at funerals and Awude and Adua anyway.
And this
then they are share what is saying and no.
But nothing say be constituency issues. No. What's your thoughts on it?
And that's that is something.
How can we also push?
Exactly. That's something I was telling some of his people. When I came into office, there was this chick compound which my predecessor, Tetechai, started.
Good.
In fact, he was using his health fund. We have common fund. In fact, MPs, we have 3 funds. Common fund, education fund, and then health fund. Education fund is related to education issues. Health fund is related to only health-related issues. Ebia hospital be or consul, super so koto best mom, and also be ha, obi wa enkophobia omoda kolebu. Ebia say be omunye ska o dey den. You better be you can use your health fund to just go and pay their medical bill for them. And I say you want to start a project in your constituency, you can do that. Education is championed into education. Because your friends a masset, mikoye we. That's what you're supposed to do with it. Common fund is broad. You can use common fund for a lot of things that you want to do in the community. So the child started, I think the first 2009 to 2012. The second term, no, for that one, I'm reliably informed that 2 years, no, wanya the health fund no a delay from friends health insurance.
Okay.
So omanya. So for the 4th year, no, nothing was done on that project. When I came in, as I said, no, we don't have any government health center bia or constituency hall. So what I decided to do is say, nia waye ababe du bia no, what I have decided to say, mami sumi eden, mean to aso. Unfortunately, because for 4 years, no, no, I have like India gusu bibi nyano asay. Inte say me yi India ni na den efisu na ebubu up to window level na ye toaso na ye roofy. And now middle ka say I finished with it. We completed it. As I'm speaking with you now, I have 45 beds.
Wow.
In fact, we are supposed to commission it before the election. Unfortunately, we could not commission it. I wrote the Minister for Health for posting of medical officers. And now I say, polyclinic because that place the place is not functioning. So when you come as an MP and you're fine, you can decide to use your health to complete and I say to channel into that project now. Starting because me nipa boni anka me nkasa we the China start here and me ba beto aso. No, because for the benefit of the constituents, because baby I want a very densely populated community. Tankasali. So when we're able to do this, it will help the community because the only health facility it may board the community apart from the private one, the cheapest one comfortable Sukura community. So if you're able to put this 40 beds it will help a lot of. In fact, from Memete, which is Zongo, to your friend is saying that of Latebiokoshi, Tankasli, and Kabet to be Ebwayen. And those are Sukura and another densely populated area. They can also be focusing on the Sukura Community Hospital. As I'm speaking with you, it has become a standstill. The medical doctors now, any necessary, don't buy in Bampului Polyclinic because nothing is going on here.
Nothing is going on there.
Yes, exactly. And in fact, I'm so sad. The last time I call for me share a honor. In fact, because I paved the place. We have finished with it. We have it was done. It was just left with your friends commission of it. And then you go there, it has come back to the same Sina me call two na me call na nentwie wo ho mod yedi nentwie wo ho nkofo ye ho basabas. Now it has come the same old story.
Wow, I mean, so sad, but honorable. I like your zeal and your charisma. You know, I mean, you come with a lot of spark on the radio now. We just hope and pray, say the party will see the light of day. No, may decide right. It shouldn't be said once. You should always be in parliament and some party not recognize you.
Yeah.
Even outside parliament, they should recognize your efforts and the kind of fire you also bring into the political space. Suleiman Kweini was said that on. Please tell honorable that for the past 2 months, no water at Shukura. We are surviving with well water, all because of the bad projects of our current honorable. All right. Abdul Manaf will say he is the man of the moment. Eben 2024. Amansan Katechi will say the NDC MP has done more than what he couldn't do. He had the chance, yet wasted it. Goodbye to him. All right. Henry Cobson will say we still love. Come on, Henry Cobson. Oh dear, no, I mean I don't seem to understand it very well. I mean, skip Naminko Francis Anna. And he also said, "Don't kindly ask the former NP that in one of his audios, I heard him make claim to the effect that he was the one who awarded the Abusio Kind Fan Milk Road and the Liberia Banku Junction. Pardon me if I got the name wrong, though he is not the MP now." Francis Anna, so Daniel, I'll say, I live here at Abusio Kind. I really know what this man did. Honorable Eben, God bless you. Also, Edia or the Eba, and no. My more honorable, a bit of reaction. You move on to other political issues because there is pressure on the government now. Honorable, how would you react to the few I just read to you?
Yes, I think the only one is the farm milk road. And I want to say that one to practically for my brother to understand. Say, the current MP have no knowledge about that project. A asphalt overlay say your friend is saying Ablukma Central. Okay. The outer ring road, your friend is saying from Peace Clean. I mean, a lot of roads. It was left with 2 roads. A Farm Milk to City Light. Any from Banku Junction to Flamingo. The entire friend is saying a honeymoon delay no. Farm Milk aka do City Light no na pipe e wo form. Into omodi so omodi 040 ebe guso. At that time they no money 040. And omukoye asphalt no overlay no ewo Okankwe South. Amedata Honum. Okay. So by the time na do election time, so they couldn't come and do the project. It is part. In fact, it was a loan which was secured by government. Accra inner city roads. I can even show you a copy of it on my phone. He has no knowledge about it. I see. So, Okankwe South. Then he came back and do the 2 roads that is left. Last week, I said, if indeed he knows about it, there's a one that leads to brigade. I see. Because it's not part of it.
Honorable Eben, now you are a former NP. Are you seeking a comeback to Parliament?
Senyami Adom na party no Emma Akwenya say Akwenya Ebi say yebe in parliamentary primaries. Upon reflection, upon consultation, upon engagement with my constituents, and upon consultation with the region and the national and the party in Penifo, lengthily no, I've come into conclusion say Senyakuponya Adoma, I will offer myself again for the good people of Ablukma Central constituency to give me the mandate again to rescue the seats and make sure that the baby will complete it for the betterment of the people of Ablukma Central constituency.
So sitting back and I wouldn't say sitting on the fence because even as a former MP, we could see your active participation in constituency matters. Looking at our political terrain now, for the past 2 years, a member of parliament, what would you say of the current parliament? Yeah, a member. No?
In fact, for my 4 years in parliament, my interaction with impeniphobi in parliament, the opportunity that was given to the young ones, a core parliament. When I was in parliament, I was the vice chairman of the Committee of Lands and Forestry. So I had opportunity to meet with Impenifo, and I served on the committee with Collins Dauda, who has been a minister for Lands and Forestry. Yeah. I was in a committee with Rashid Pepo. I was on a committee with Suhini, and in fact, and then this side is made up of a very controversial people and all those. But we were able to. I was a member of the Government Assurance Committee in Parliament. Government Assurance Committee is a committee. Abansi me free education. Abansi o me abansi. That's a minister. Ebe exam parliament. So you say BSc. That's a yantumi anya within that time. It's a government assurance committee that will bring that minister to come to parliament and come and tell us the reason why government have not done. I was a member of that committee. Honestly, for 2021 to 2022, so me share nene ekoso parliament. I asked myself, is it the same parliament that we just left an hour? Yes, we agree and disagree in parliament. In fact, there was a time, even during our term, there was another fracas between, and it was even Yang, and I was part of it.
Yeah.
Going to even fight Sam George. You know the reason? At that time, Sam George, there was an issue, Aruna, Ekan Bibi. And then they in the NDC were castigating against him. And some of us stood up and said, no, he's a leader, irrespective, say, on me party. You can't talk to him the way you are talking to him. And am I a bufu here? Myself, Ali, Mega, because we respect our leadership. Whether NDC or NPP, we have to respect them. But honestly, this current one here, well, it might be because of the number. So people will take advantage of the number, and a little thing that I said they understanding Ebano, then misunderstanding. Which to me, I think say it has not given a good image for Parliament. To be honest with you. In fact, what even happened on the 7th of January 2021, I was so sad. To extend that Ebimuka then your friend is saying, ye levy, look at what happened. Budget, look at what happened. So I asked myself, at least you culture or parliament.
Yeah.
But before you become parliament, no, the 5th term, the 4th term, the kind of people and then war at that time, or parliament, the kind of debates that they were doing. So some of us know, honestly, one thing I applaud Professor Michael Kwe, say, he gave the opportunity to the young ones in parliament. Look, you will not get up as a first timer. Papa Behua unfair.
Yeah.
Because he has been in parliament before. He wants you to get the exposure.
Good.
He wants you to get the feeling of your friend is saying parliamentary procedure.
Good.
And I thank my leader. Your friend is saying
Honorable Chairman
Saboso. At that time we have your friend is saying Adwa as the deputy. We have Honorable Chairman. I mean, these are people that sometimes you'll be there and then Honorable Moses Enim Ebeba Master, I know I try a debate.
Good.
Go and prepare yourself for it. Honorable Chairman, so if you have not even prepared, you have to go and prepare. So the next day, do budget contribution.
Good.
That opportunity was given to us. But today, when I look back, and I was like, what has really happened? Is it because of the number 137, 136? And I say that's why we are taking advantage of it. Are we not thinking about the integrity of the house now? Irrespective of what the NDC at that time, cash for seat or chance seat, but there was a very respectable parliament at that time.
Good.
But currently, as I'm speaking with you, Ochina say the next day say, and it's like we can't come into compromise in certain issues because we all have taken and changed positions because of our political party. But sometimes I always say, look, one of the things that I'm buying in Ghana and also in Africa is because we always read politics in everything that we do. Everything. Even though MPP didn't say we will support it. NDC didn't say the MPP he will not support it. Because it will be an advantage to the MPP. How long are we going to do those things? Mekai Madam Fubi Efi UK. In fact, this sister Efi UK by. At that time I was not an MP. That was in 2012 when I lost. Now me flag MPP flag. That's what me can. And they go far no airport. Into here banana your friend is saying this is an says, Eben, why do you still have your flag in your car? I'm sure why, but it's my car. I said, no. From where I'm coming from, when we finish with the election, we are done with it.
Yeah.
But in Ghana and in Africa, you declare Obi as an MP, you declare Obi as a minister, you declare, as a president, you declare Obi as an assemblyman, you declare Obi as a unit committee member. The next election start that very day.
That very day, yeah.
Even in our internal parliamentary primaries, when somebody is being elected, the next, even constituency election, you Obi chairman, secretary, then Obi started to always in the booth for an ambition to become a chairman.
Yeah.
So the chairman now or Tihono and as a MP or Tihono, so the focus of developing anyhow because or who say Don is a threat. He want to come and unseat me, and therefore, but you should know, say you cannot be thinking politics at every time, but rather no, we should be able to focus and say, what can I do? What then make me offer the good people in my constituency? What can I offer the good people in Ghana? Then say we'll be thinking about politics because it means that because my life is not in my hands. I've sat here and I've told you, say, Nyamiya Aduma, I'll contest for the primaries.
Good.
That is my wish, but my wish are not Nyami.
How do you see the NPP going into the next elections? Do you still feel say Ghanaians are tired of the NPP?
For me, I think, say, with what we have done, if we are able to manage the economy well, which it is a problem, we all are seeing how best we can able to resolve it. Because when it comes to energy sector, we don't have much problem. The only problem we have is the dollar issue. And my friend is saying fuel price ecosul, but we don't short, we don't light off. When it comes to the road sector, the minister is doing so well. When it comes to health sector, we are doing so well. When it comes to sanitation and water, we are doing all the other sectors, we are doing well. But when it comes to the economy, that's where we have a challenge.
So you are not even considering Auditor General's report and what it says about COVID expenditure. ABR, it pushes the health sector into a tight corner, some way, some sort.
All those issues, burden on to finance and also your friend is saying. The economy. I was just at a Star Radio station yesterday.
Good.
And I make a chance say, if you say the COVID, you command Ministry of Health, you command Ministry of Education, you command Ministry of this. Let's go and find out. The Ministry of Education, mom COVID sika no bi no. Omudi to PPs edima schools na. Omudi to way edima omo. If it's school, it is not COVID prevention na omo ye. If it's about health, and then a health sector omo ye. Is not related to COVID, So when they just jump into conclusion, now wait this and me, I said things just as it is. I don't hide it. Whether it is my party or not my party, me say when auditor find out say will be my idea those people should be dealt with because a public no way is sika. What was the timeline for your friend is saying whoever is supposed to deliver the ambulances? No, what was the timeline? Is it 2 years? Is it 3 years? I'd like to say. And I think since 2 years, no one found by. I think because you're supposed to deliver within a year. I'm not saying within a year. I'm just giving an example. Say within a year, I think one found by and who should be held responsible?
Wow.
So all these things need to be done and deal with it accordingly.
I remember a quick bite on the debt exchange and the National Cathedral. What are your thoughts?
In fact, at the short cutting of the National Cathedral, I was there. And I was happy. Say we have the president have this idea, this foresight for us to have this edifice in this country. I still stand by my points, and I still stand say there's a need for us to have the National Cathedral. But for some time now, issues being raised about the cathedral, and then other you see one thing I'm happy to say. We are all mentioning National Cathedral. We are not mentioning Nado's Cathedral. We say National. National Theatre. National say. So it is for the country and not the individual. In as much that he is the president and that he brought this idea that the free education belongs to Nado.
No.
That the one agenda 1 belongs to Nado.
No.
That the one district 140 belongs to Nado. No. So, but if there are issues with the surrounding it, we are talking about Nyamifie. So, Nyamifie die say Konkombia. If there are issues about it, the best thing we need to do is to investigate, just as some of the Penifona now or more board also are calling for. Let's look at it. But me, it was my wish and my heart's desire. And I listened to your friend is saying, the former Deputy General Secretary, now MP for Buim. Okay. One of the statistics, Kofi Adams.
Yeah.
So he's not against your friend is saying, how do you call it? Cathedral, but because of Nyama BIA and Ekosu, and I still stand by it. The same. Say, I am not against it. But Nyame can say issues were let's try to resolve the issue. So we all come on board and get it done.
Now,
debt exchange is another major issue. In fact, yesterday I tried to engage one of the chief directors in the finance ministry. Let me catch and say, personally, I still don't get the understanding well. So if he can explain it to me. In fact, he took me through some education. At the end of the day, Mika Chan said, Director, what can? But yes, still no. I'm not so much convinced. But can we get any other way of making sure, say, we restructure our economy? In fact, I have listened to other experts and other advisors and call for Ediaba in respect of your friend is saying the debt exchange. Say, ye individual bonds. No, initially we're looking at your friend is saying pensioners, and the obi wa busumu upa call these two banks. I'm not doing advert for them, but ADB and the commercial bank. Me those bank me $20,000. Now see me call first week of January, first week of the month.
Okay.
Me call because we call because this is a bank that like pensioners don't use super because most of during their time they don't believe in this banks now. All they know is commercial bank and
indigenous banks.
If me mo be akoye bibia ma me wo ho unless I know somebody at a particular branch and I'll call him or her say I make that check be commercial bank but me some line then the person will do back door for me now or yamami good but pass me I call to lie there. So if we be relying on that, that's the source of the month they bet me I take it. Now see 5 years and I say this and the person will not agree to it.
98.9.
Now we come see individual bonds. Yeah. I'm told that either today or tomorrow they will end up the discussion because they are now trying to restructure it and see say if something can be done. My relief. Both the bond holder and then the financial sector. They bet me we just hope and believe say something concrete. I mean win-win situation. But we all need to make sure say we put the economy on track for the betterment of all of us. It is not about Anado. Neither is it about Kenofrata and any other person. It's about the well-being and the welfare of all of us. That's why I say, Sandra, let's think nationality and not your friend is saying, how do you call it? Partisan. Because at the moment, you did partisan, and now me catch you, say, look, I was one of your statements, Master. This Auditor General report, no, let us not put partisan in it. Because the partisan, and Bibia. Say I'm part of the sika or the calling in the books of Aquakodi. But let's deal with it as a country. So we are dealing with this situation. But one thing I'm also happy about it is that when I went to Parliament 2017 Muriye Auditor General report no. Now me year be at 2010, 2011, 2012. At that time, but me and the Bekan Assem, you and I were not there.
Yeah.
So sometimes you even have members on the committee. And what Lance for is that no more committee. So they were not even members of the committee, and they have no idea about what transpired 4 years ago. But I thank God that currently, as I'm speaking with you, the current chairman of the Public Account Committee, Honorable Aveji, they have been able. They are discussing 2019 Public Account Committee report. Majority of the people are in Parliament, so they are speaking to it. Even 2021 now, we call Parliament, we discuss Public Account, Auditor General report. It tells you, say, they have knowledge about it because they approve the budget. They know what they're supposed to use the money for. this time they are there.
Yeah.
But you see a train now taking 5 years, 6 years, this is how we are. And then to me why?
Honorable, Obi say nka oyo ba nka wa fall for you. Nka wa fall for you pa. Now, we have to repeat this conversation again. I like your zeal. We have to do this, very often. Now,
I'll be very grateful.
For the education purpose, the political aspect of it too. And we have to keep repeating this. Now, this last one. Also, they don't tell him if he's done good for ABC, like the good people of ABC will retain him. Our current MP will be retained, inshallah, for his good work for only 2 years. He's the same person accusing our current MP for attending weddings and funerals. But now, Eben, is at all locations. He even serves food at some of the events he attends. We are watching him closely. Yanda, the Honorable Ebenezer.
This is a pure propaganda.
Oh, come on.
What I said was that. The American said, me call Aure,
yeah.
me call Suna,
okay.
Me call every activity in the community. But those community, I use my own resources to do it.
Okay.
Me
baby.
Emo.
Yeah.
So
I say you are even serving at
but me, Obianim say me a best cook.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Good.
Say me a cook.
Why not?
I mean, when I go, I have to familiar myself with the people.
Yeah.
So it is neither here or there.
Okay.
It will not wash.
Now, quick one on minority new leadership. No, you said say year I get a sense. I say, or reservations be on one. What do you make of our new leadership?
To be honest with you, 2 days ago, our news number out. I was so much disappointed in the NDC leadership.
Wow.
Very disappointed.
Hey.
In as much I'm not a member of their party, but I was so much disappointed. Very much disappointed. In fact, that day I was listening to one of the sister stations, and they were interviewing Nilante.
Okay.
And Nilante said, this cannot happen. How possible? How can you just go and sack these people without consulting us? So it is not true. In fact, less than 2-3 minutes, then the host read the statement from the party to the speaker, and then from the general secretary.
Yeah.
I like then I mean what is happening?
Incredible news.
Then there's issue this I said Eba out. Look, Aruna, Muntaka, and Aveji. These are very, very, very strong people in their bench. Muntaka, on several occasions, even disrespect your friend is saying, Professor Michael Kwe, disrespect Abambagwe. In the interest of the party, or the no two party, when it comes to say speaker no air really be in favor of one. He just can't. I recently even Bagwin warned him. Your friends Michael Kwe have done same before. So it is somebody okun huma party no. Aveji, I heard the general secretary saying is Aveji si onko enti den. So si onko bi ma does it make you say
send off no.
Enti den.
Yeah.
Also leader on also the same. And I asked myself, you see, Obia one ambition. If you have an ambition in 2020 or 2024, if you have 2032, and I say whatever. If Obia support you for an election, you don't see the person as your enemy. Because you now cannot support one candidate. Prime, you see, there are people supporting me, there are people against me. Yeah. Fine. But when we finish, we all come together. But for me, fine, they are saying that Amakofi Boa, friends say energy.
Yeah.
Friends say to force say economy, Agboja, infrastructure. Abba.
Honorable Nartey, Mami Nawase, we'll be back at drinking water. Ewa Hamamo. On say we've been talking about the Hamatan season, series of alerts and Eba said during this summertime time, say a man for a year more dehydrated. And some more. Sanya beya ebetumi ama mo body na function ye and you can see opa. Now we are talking about awake purified drinking water, the best on the market so far. And awake for say oko onto the market na nsuo na opa. Grab a bottle of awake any size. Ebeko ediama. We have the perfect sizes fit for all use. 330 ml and if you're more the 500 ml bottle to fit your pockets and bags, or more the 750 ml for heavy drinkers, and or more the 1.5 liters for those who always want more. They also got the 19-liter jar bottle, an ideal use in homes and offices. And you know, if it's about water, they are awake purified drinking water. And no na ebebua na ama obodi no ejina ye pa awake one for life. No say a product from Casa Preco Company Limited. And remember, every bottle of awake you buy, an amount is donated to the National Cardiothoracic Center. Omo number is 0262 351 251 0262 351. Yeah, ladies for Baumia now. Osha live on our screens, sir. Beautiful young ladies, sir. Omo enter into our politics now. Omo di omo say Baumia agenda and omo be push. And to quickly run through this conversation. Pacho, draw a bit closer to the mic. Convener anyway. Wow, what's we? Wow, when you convener no. Akete boge. Pacho near frosting.
If I'm Renel.
But Renel, get closer to the mic. Where microphone? It's all casading.
Renel Nanaya Buedu.
Renel Nanaya Buedu. Oh, I see. Pacho also your frosting.
Rosalind Ashi.
Rosalind Ashi. So it's also
Rachel
Amo and others. Team Bomb the behind the door, so but because of our studio size, you know, yeah, may few now entry, no, but there's a heavy presence of Baumia ladies, in premises. Now, Nanaya, tell us, I mean, again, at this our movement, we have Baumia ladies, no money.
Okay, yeah, that's so my akwanyi. The ten say, oh, say nyame adoma enche. Say national executive for a decided day. Ombema penny for aqua primary. Say him say ye nyina bi will be a person kodi nechi 1 or 2 bi. Enti ye kaya humbomu say ye share a juma pa His Excellency the second gentleman of the land, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Why or can't nanado danko kufaruwa or my yeno. Ye who say ye enti se ye po bia se nanado ye njuma pani wie na se okwa obi obeja na chiama na ye die ye believe say His Excellency Dr. Baumia and o jana chi de manoa ebeye kama
na dia na mo hu Baumia mu.
Okay, me paucho ye nim say ye ka obi say Dr. Baumia de ba ya dream first digitalization.
Okay.
Na ye din komo bia ye ka say those times and so even obi be send uska efi America na ye din so kotena commercial bank na the line so say bia na $100 per 200 by na de na convert it to momo say ye Tigo say ye Airtel Tigo say Vodafone de bia because of the interoperability nti aboyen nti he said digitalized person and ye share data address so wo ko ba bia nya den ma wo eno anso ye papa no awure bia wo ko nya fi na asemesi wonkyere me ha se o menten wonkyere me ha se nti ye hwe the way or ye very credible, you know, and he's very serviceable, he's very accessible. Yes, and now you can't be loyal. While dedicating the time to the party now, you believe it say the time associate the mano. Oh dear, ebe buaying.
Yeah, the vice president. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. So see now also there now the same agenda, but and a different feeling.
The same agenda, but yeah, so yeah, share.
Yes,
yes, so yeah, share constituency level.
Good.
Say you better organize the ladies, especially the delegates, no, police station executives, no, yeah, share say you better mobilize obia. Now, be joining, yeah, now I unity, now yeah, so you push the agenda. So that's what we are also trying to do now.
Okay, but the chances of the VIP saying
yes, see there or no be winning tea.
And then we went to cancer
because we portray some character bia ye nyina ye follow say niama or wa hihye say obe yama party no or this o ye ye ka digitalization say na me nwane kan ye na I say ye nyina ye share health insurance say no I say see me ti hana me share me phone so na me say me renew me health insurance.
Good.
I can just do it at the comfort of my home. Inti nyina so ye preach that good news to our people so that ombe ho say nejuma oye no oye ni ye.
Oh, I see. Now sister also so my memory ho na. Minti also kakra also the best also.
Okay, me that's mechia.
What else here for saying?
Rachel,
okay, good.
Mechia wetie for no wahwefo nyina. Me ka Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Kasa den kakra no one wani mu credit. Good.
Ye ka Dr. Mahmoud Baumia oye nipa bia odimu ewo ye party nim. Se ye hwe ye friend Sengana ya bakose mu a ye nya vice president he's always in the news. Da. Yenya vice president.
In the news for good or bad reasons.
Whether good or bad, Krana, he's still in the news. I mean, a lot of people.
No, but if you are in the news for bad reasons, they are not. I mean, it's not worth it, or?
It is not worth it, but so far as yehwe nipa oye ansa na oye bibi bone kra yaka se oye bibi bone na se wonye nipa odi mu kra yenka wase enti no whether good or bad no he's always in the news eno no e kire yen say oye onipa bi a Ghana ye ni kra ye den edi nachi enti no se ye present no as your candidate for 2024 as amanyoko NPP no ye betimi abreaki 8 na ye really say everything ye be breaking no why enema bebre as ye hwe loyalty afemu a papa no yo bi a otim or deputy governor at that particular point in time ojato ho ebedi MPP achi edi his excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo achi try say ye be win power 2008 ye win no ekopie wo court no mu no kra no wenja party na nto ho every day bia ogina court with ni pink sheet ne ni records a oko prove say ye wini aba no na bibi nti na ya anye den ya mfa amayen that is loyalty 2008 ogina mu to 2022 2023 ena consistent so enye so okotena baby ena osan baaye all of these years he's been with over a decade onipa saa no na chese party no do ewoni mu enti se yede ni kosi ho no mu say party no ye presented this person say o medi e kan a I am sure say enkrofo eni Ghana man nyina be den ebeto ama no ama ye break 8 no na sa digitalization ya ye ka ho asem yi se wo akiri a wo bedwin say eye agro bi keke but yeko amanone na aya na ye ka say amanone systems the systems are working sa systems no na doctor e person on replace e wa ha enti no so hwe NIA odi ba ya we fuse NIA with driver's license we fuse with national health insurance we fuse with your friends and your mobile SIM cards cry use and obi bo okron kra na so pese won chi na Ghana ha agin police for nka so mo nchi ye behu ye behwe ba bia wo abefa eno kra ma eden ama crime rate eden akofom enti enyema sei bi no na se nipa no o vision ema Ghana enye party ni nkwa na odo Ghana man na nkasa so nipa sa no ye de ni si ho no mo say en candidate for 2024 I think say a good your friend is saying bet for us and then we'll be able to break the 8 as we want.
No, but you nailed it. You've nailed it. Okay, good.
I say MPP no among from what bonti even some of our party members are of the view say as MPP akoye account for party enti sebe minority groups no I say na enye possible say obi kra betumi lead but ye hu na ye hwe service and dedication his excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia are exhibited to the people and say a man of kwan say ombeye a flag bearer come for 2024 e be share other minorities ni enkran say oh no enye no kresa de omo kano na say me diso na me so me ye adwumaden na me so me sacrifice me ho say dia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a sacrifice no ho a me so ye be ma me kwan na me so ma ye den me di MPP so enti e betimi yi sa allegations ne sa perception no every ho a ye den amayen we also know say ye can obi say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or you be a NDC for ni stro ne pa nti asema oh yes asema enfa no ho kra omo pese omo de ka no ni di mata asema kra no de abata no because or you be as a one his excellency gina ho na say if you kofa can say Mahama betna ho there is no way they will match when it comes to credibility. No, there is no way. And that alone, on that tangent alone, it's a very good message for us because me pacho obi sa say siano say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia gina ha na Mahama gina ha e dey na wo kwa choose over Mahama his excellency onibi nothing. Yeka accessibility Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or he's very accessible.
Wow.
Yes, he's credible. You can never even touch him with an iota of you can't say corruption or anything. And so for that matter, we believe we, the ladies of Biomia, believe that when MPP, the delegates, our dear delegates, when they give the nod to him to lead us, we will break the 8 easily.
I see.
Let me also say that for the purposes of, because it's a new group, ladies for Biomia, we are dominantly women from all walks of life. Ye be a market women, e be entrepreneurs, e be a juma abemu, e be super monyema, e be a student. Even student leaders, obia, all walks of life. And I were branches across all the 16 regions. And I so say we believe their team omoko ekoye campaign. And as a time ni do ombe campaign. But ye say as ye kind of saying ye so we now about 90% a polling station executives.
Wow.
A constituency executive. A bisu ye electoral area coordinators.
Hey, and your case now you.
Yes, ye niswa de hunu say ye patam hono. Ye police station for say me say police station for me omo free nya bekasa right also ni bekasa obia enti wahwa we are not only even in Greater Accra here ebi waya was to Ablekuma Central ebi fi ye can say Kuapem yes obi fi Koforidua omo abonten Koforidua na nyema. So that is the whole idea.
Fantastic.
Yes, as a young politician, student politicians, young Ayebason, we believe say the way His Excellency or even our sitting president omuma opportunity to ladies and ma to be able to thrive, to be able to excel, to bring their creativity to bear. No, so yes, so we through that we are also building our political career. We'll get some experience going around polling station and lecture. We are talking to the delegates. No, so that's the main reason.
No, but honestly, I'm impressed with more presentation, and the decency in your presentation. Mobile no munya kase twitwe bia meye bankune afane BMW nsembia wa ha.
There be person America be nka so that is the ye nyina ye bomu ya eyefe. So nti aye bebre no na ya ka bomu na fe because at the end of the day na ye internal election na ye ria say gentlemen no mo ka ho gentlemen no mo ka ho a omo susu omo pese omo be leading. We all need all of them. Mpacho otemase and they are very influential people nti enye me de say na even they are see di nechi no a Dr. Bawumia or a very disciplined person, very humble, and he wouldn't like say bia ko jina baby no aka bibia enye podium me show some betimi aka say enye group no. And because we don't want that to happen, we want to go by the rules, do things in an acceptable manner where when we walk out of here we will not think say ye can bibia enya na say ye can bibi. But what did I make an say? Hey, grow internal way. Your main focus your NDC. Your main focus your position because we don't want them to come 2024 until we have to do everything within our means to break the 8. That is our command.
Ladies for Biomia, my idea pa ne. And honestly, looking at these young women, almost so try to build their base within our political space. It's commendable. A man time for more politics, but I see how young you look, ne. I mean, the kind of impression you are sending are very commendable. But we because about me, I head of the economic management team, and so the economy atitia pansam. He bears part of the blame. How do you react to this? And such a person, the whole nation shining inside the end. Nana ya ube sumu anaminko Rachel.
We only came to outdoor our group.
Yeah.
We would not want to comment. We are not here to do politics. On another day when you call us.
Okay.
Yes.
And no, but the person you are fronting for, yes. It's in a certain capacity.
Yeah.
Of which people are raising issues. Sen kamo meka say obwa the digitalization by or a true effort na sa nyama we aba. Enti se motumi ama ne hype na. The same goes to enyama amanfo feel say ebia with the inclusion or involvement is not getting well for us.
Dollar number 14 point something sometime a few weeks ago.
Committee.
Me pacho say etebas 7 something. Even the Christmas was around 6 or something. Enti these are listening governments, people in government who are working tirelessly day and night to bring the economy back to life. And me say His Excellency Kasim Binawa Emse Orefi. Or see they know how to bring the economy back to life and practically evidence 101, that's what they've done. What they don't know is to bring humans back to life. And you think dollar back 13 to me to assess no, all things are possible.
Back. All things are possible.
Yes.
Everything will bounce back. And
everything,
I think who raise the issue be say or head of the economic team. And they so use team. That is a no one.
But on captain.
Or captain.
Or head.
A lot of times, we are captain crana. Ubetimi a delegate wo
players
ni bi ombe kwa munko boss ni a ochire omso munko bono You understand? You can't say Onunkwa take blame no.
Matthias, yeah.
Exactly. It is a
Matthias,
team,
yeah.
so all of them.
And they are working, in a nutshell, they are working to revive the economy. That's the most important thing. That you have money in your pocket, you're able to pay your child's school fees. Now you know, say the dollar from 14 to me about 6, it means that they are working. That is what we don't have to forget as Ghanaians.
Yeah.
They are working to bring the economy back to life. What I want to know is that countries with a recession. Ebimu US for crown not ura omo shop koto oil like entom you know ye ton ba akoma because no more bomb nyema ba. You agree with me? China ehin fan no musika no I depreciate. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that Ghana is not an island. We are also an economy, a country just like America, just like the UK, just like everywhere that you know that are going through problems, which we admit. But the difference is that we are working to bring our economy back to life so that Ghanaians on the whole will feel relief. No one will say, that's the most important thing.
All right, Martin.
For all the information, news, views, and interviews, listen to the Dawn. He's got you on Happy 98.9 FM. The king of talk radio, the Dawn, Cabra Pra, right here on 98.9 Happy FM.
Let's go. We're right here.
This is your best talk show right here in the afternoon.
So keep it locked.
Happy 98.9 FM.
Right, so finally, Nanaya, a dear message now be put across. Other women welcome to join. Are there any contact details?
Yes, please.
You might want to put across
yes,
now for
ladies for
enjoying
Baumia.
the train.
Once again, we are all in the 16 regions. We have reps in every constituency. We are on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Ladies for Baumia. When you go there, you like and you follow us, and then you DM us your name and your constituency with your telephone number. We'll do a follow-up. We don't just add you. Track, make sure say nipa ne ka ho say office be kwa ampa constituency we ampa o chairman the same me pacho and say the work because here person ejuma person obi abetanish image, and people are welcome, especially young folks who wants to build their political career. They are welcome to join us. And we want to say it's an internal affair until let's be decorum when we go out and we are campaigning or even talking about, I don't want to use the word opponents, other candidates. Yes.
Hello, Medofo. Me name say adwuma ye den. Wanye adwuma so a enye yie. Mabasa me be ma wo den na sipie sita. Join me every weekday 7 to 10 p.m. Our happy evening driver, sir.
All my beautiful ladies who wanna link up.
Mepo wonyumupa and commodore one tidbita. Epe boa lifestyle. We need a kiesika. A promo for from it. Ekia cash. Mozumbo mo number one back. Masalam Habibi.
Happy 98.9 FM. And Legion Kwa.
What is the full name of a current boyfriend?
Jake.
The full name of your current boyfriend?
Sander Mendes.
And to Jack in free here.
Manu Fumbasa. Oh, ETV Ghana sono. O memenden yumra yedo ayede. Memenden yumre bia no wo pepepe. Ni yina ya trase abra ye different zone edit down. Jumedi eye competition a emo kunya. No share yon ku bi ni nsem bia wonti ase no modidi mo nkomo. Na afi ye bisan se no tumi twa sanche wade aka ho. Me say friend zones on ETV Ghana. Shall so person kai ho na wini dia. Akunya na beda ho ma. Yes, spell check, artistic segment, eating competition, word games near Dingine Chichia. Opeso baby, fair number 0244906235 and 0593406547. Sponsorship also number yana be friend. We a friend zone on ETV Ghana. Feel the fun.
My body count 0. Hey.
Agronide football if you yourself a Feely HD Plus. Every 17 January 2023, Ubenya Sports Channel Score HD HD Plus Channel 151 so.
Ghana for Madam High Sense in you. Yeka High Sense ya. Mwamu nimse eye home appliances Efe eye papa entry power ne buona so dafo. High Sense ubeto abrochim. Sa quality na ubeto ni Ghana. And nunti na yenya hoto so ya mau 5 years manufacture defect warranty. Say a refrigerator, chest freezer, air condition, television, sound system, water dispenser, microwave oven, blender, gas cooker, electric cooker, washing machine, smartphone, rice cooker, kettle, and iron. Yahu sensi oto na so forma ye din enti abo no de ye siesie no pa wo bia enti bora high sense showroom bia say Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takrade, Takwa, Mankesim, Obuase, Sunyane, Techiman, Tamale, Hohoi, Kofoidia, Konako Judie. High sense, everyday prices for everyday people.
It's the Ghana Beverage Awards again. Cheers to pouring decisions with water inclusive to quench your thirst. Which beverage gives you a taste of heaven? There's no better feeling than toes in the sand with a beverage in hand. I bet you saved up energy from consuming your best beverage. In return, nominate your favorite beverage on www.ghanabeverageawards.com to win that award. Nominations are open from 13th of January to 26th of February. TNCs apply. For more information, contact 0202-222-095. Ghana Beverage Awards is in partnership with Ministry of Trade and Industry, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Ghana Tourism Authority, Consumer Protection Agency, Food and Beverage Association of Ghana, Food Research Institute, CSIR, Perception Management International, Silverbird Cinemas, and our media partners BNFT, CTFM, Nisim FM Bolga, Nisim FM Tamale, Happy FM, Daily Guide, Ghana Web, YFM, NYDJLive.com, and ETV Ghana. Ghana Beverage Awards, inspiring excellence in Ghana's beverage industry. Agronaide football every year Fenena, Philly HD Plus. Every 17 January 2023, Ubenya Sports Channel Score HD, HD Plus Channel 151. So.
Hello, Medofo. Minim say adwuma ye den. Wanye adwuma so a enye yie. Mapasa me be ma wo den na sipie sita. Join me every weekday 7 to 10 p.m. Our happy evening driver sir.
All my beautiful ladies who wanna link up.
Mepo wonyimupa and commodel one tidbita. Epe boa lifestyle. We need a kiesika. E from from it ekia cash. Mozumbo mo number one back. Masalam habibi.
Happy 98.9 FM. And Nijin Kwa. It's the Ghana Beverage Awards again. Cheers to pouring decisions with water inclusive to quench your thirst. Which beverage gives you a taste of heaven? There's no better feeling than toes in the sand with a beverage in hand. I bet you saved up energy from consuming your best beverage. In return, nominate your favorite beverage on www.ghanabeverageawards.com to win that award. Nominations are open from 13th of January to 26th of February. TNCs apply. For more information, contact 0202-222-095. Ghana Beverage Awards is in partnership with Ministry of Trade and Industry, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Ghana Tourism Authority, Consumer Protection Agency, Food and Beverage Association of Ghana, Food Research Institute, CSIR, Perception Management International, Silverbird Cinemas, and our media partners BNFT, CTFM, Nisim FM Bolga, Nisim FM Tamale, Happy FM, Daily Guide, Ghana Web, YFM, NYDJLive.com, and ETV Ghana. Ghana Beverage Awards, inspiring excellence in Ghana's beverage industry.
The king of talk radio, the Don, Cabra Pra, right here on 98.9 Happy FM.
Let's go. We're right here.
This is your best talk show right here in the afternoon.
So keep it locked.
Happy 98.9 FM. For all the information, news, views, and interviews, listen to the Don. He's got you on Happy 98.9 FM.
All right, 27 minutes to 4. Epahwada Ben Suni on Happy 98.9 FM. Your heart of 5 p.m. I feel you're about to hear the conversation for today. No, so but Mamin Kaimo say the Happy FM Lakeside Marina Park corporate fund run on Ebebaso this year, and we'll be doing 13 years of this very event. We say as part of our, activities are here to mark Ghana's Independence Day. On the 6th of March every year, Bremo a year this fun walk and run. Now, this year is not going to be an exception. Unim said we'll be joining the entire team from Happy FM and other admirers and of course those within the corporate sector. Near runway, you know. And this very year we're doing it across 4 cities simultaneously. So you're here in Accra, there in Kumasi, over there in Takoradi, and up north, Tamale. Events, you know, at 6 a.m. prompt. No much shall see Nafi. I hear how it will turn out. Registration fees, are already out. Individuals will pay 60 Ghana cedis. We a family of 5 with 2 adults and 3 children now. Move to 180 Ghana cedis. We a school team of 5 people. I move to 300 Ghana cedis. Yeah, mama 10% discount for virtual club members. And I feel the best school team wins 5,000 Ghana cedis airtime on Happy FM amongst other consolation prizes. Pick up your forms at the front desk of Silver Star Tower. Happy FM here, Ewa Asylum Down, and Afe Global Media Alliance, Ewa Jowulu. For further inquiries, for 0208 565 397 0208 565 397. Join this upcoming run. Vitamilk, yes. Vitamilk, Duani Drumu, Edimeni Peduano, Makacho, so you'll be and they open so trim down, so be Didi, Duani and Kasasha Ma. Just a bottle of Vitamilk for the entire day, able to me sustain. Now, would they show how far? Me no, me con 1 Vitamilk with 3 fruit. Now, no, yeah, the real for the day. Until ne your food chia. Vitamilk Adaroma. We've got the Vitamilk Choco, the Vitamilk Banana, Vitamilk Strawberry, Vitamilk Energy, and Afi, or Vitamilk Regular, soy milk drinking, or your Vitamilk Champ, Ewoho. Vitamilk is a nutritious meal that feels good anywhere, anytime. Yeah, no apibi. Solomon Asante, it's a member of the NPP's communications team. Or no Ewo Studio, and area, and Afi, Ernest. Adomako, it's a member of the NDC from Okaikwe South constituency. I just got wind, they say, a parliamentary candidate hopeful for the constituency. Now, even before, man welcome, no, not flyer, no, it go viral, no. There are positive feedback if you Okaikwe South ever this young gentleman who I just got information, say, was spent an amount of $5,600. That's 72,000 Ghana cedis on the renting of a new office for the NDC in the Okaikwe South constituency. Big man, Akwaba, it's Ernest.
Yeah, Niaminia.
Bibi Aboko, Okaikwe South. And Wawani Ernest, Adomakuno Makan, Kion, Wawani.
Pacha Niamini.
I see. So, some information, how true is it? Say, was spent an amount of 72 Ghana cedis on the party's new office for rent.
Information 90 cia na mo so mati.
Say we are in the media space and anything here say adwuma we.
So moti ya no kre ni nyina party no ho do. Say party ni betumpon na ya timi agitumi no 2024 coming. Tini ya ho wodi ya de boa ama party na agitumi no. Nti ni nyina ka ho bi. Nti so what is no kre.
And so you are putting yourself up for the parliamentary primaries, you know.
Yes, Pepe.
Yes.
Is
this your first attempt?
Yes, my first attempt.
We're your first attempt.
Patron.
Now, Okario Hussein.
Oh, City Biana, Yame Aduma, Marine.
One more friend and I and I say, Uchimu Pobiso so the Mark constituency, no, any NDC Abusiaku, no.
Oh, Mitrimu Pony Yansan, Yamedia Dome, any Numa Maya, our party, any Encrofo, Yabomo. No, when me GD is on one phone, be share the Atuabana Mammy.
Oh, I see. And see, Yadia Soto from nature say, a from phone and Efro,
Pepe,
Sebrana, Ebe Rescue Party, no constituency.
Sir.
But do you think that seat near Sita, NDC bet me a win?
Oh, BBI possible. Seat near Jim put it down.
Again, NDC here to win the seat.
Oh, I know, dear, it drew so Yabeka.
Good.
It says, and then, dear, Yantina me buy it.
Mitwas,
and near my and cost ye will crum her. I was your count wasem, and Nuntina Mohanti. I'm a permanent member near deep primaries and also home.
Matthias, yeah, fantastic. Yes, fantastic. So we'll do a proper conversation on the constituency and the primaries.
Sir.
Mamina was say, but you are a member of the NDC. Solo Aqua better saying, MPP near or no swaba. Ufre Hamasa my constituency.
Sure.
A hobo cordier.
Bibia
Thank you. Mamisha said from your end, and Yanko Parliament kakra on the NDC. I'm sure you are aware of the new shake-up NDC for a year Parliament. Mo MPP muno. Does it come as a threat to a year mo side in the House and
no, I can't say only dim one. We got as a we are going to be a fiasem. It will be fiasanka or nobody will be as a fear to say.
No, but doesn't matter. In that context, does it come as a threat to more NPP?
It doesn't come as a threat. If that is what you want to know from me, it doesn't come as a threat.
How do you see it?
That is why I was saying.
Is it an equal match to more representation or no?
They don't.
Solo.
Again. Need him where you be fear usually as you people do it. If you feel where some I want to film they pay once not be fear sem na say yes see you for say enka so we dey move fear sem to dey move anko.
That's how say me by my tese mon crofo ni bebre e ka say we dey e fukra mamu afa no mo atwa fufu am na to nkwan mu
o say crofo bebre.
Yeah, I heard
me back
some of your executives speak to it.
Me back
who ne saying
me say we obi efisem
nti uni be can
me say
uni be
can bisa say dey na ekọ
no but the news is already out and the uni be can
say me nua kasa me ba na me so say
no kasa and san one body
say me o ka wi na me say hu me say o masa we obi fiase bi kan na yewra awanya na baby ko papa ex president o say do fiase na ma kan di o masa we dey do
but a work for the two sides in the house.
I understand.
Why do you think, sir?
Okay, if you
limited to only NDC side.
Thank you.
Adumako, who's a change now more leadership now anything?
A change in the changer, a papa.
Okay.
A son say, Nanuyana, ye penny for ye and penny for Mundi and him for 2024 election. I have a corner.
Good.
Yen and I did Muntinia Toaba, a mao. Entino side decision you ma taking you gidi mu pass a year. Esan say nkofobu ha enyo mo de mahu se party fo ni bi grassroots fo ni bi ebonyo so mepo mu nyina achew se ye mpanyimfo ne omo ne ye de etumi nyina ahye omo nsa se omo mfa ye enko pritumi no omo nenim de ye mayen ani tino me gidi ye se omo ye consultation ansana omu take sa decision we mu no ana ye nua panyi haru na nso wo ye obi akodare amanyoko mu ye pa ti wotene ma ase enti ye ne e waase no ma ye mfa ne tra keke so o ma anya consultation bia no mu fiti ya keke se o ma ye nsesen no da bi ye mpanyifo mu nim de enti no mepo bia chew se omunya abotre na adwuma kese edan ni mu no Ghana fu hia yen Ghana fu hunamane enti mu yenya baako na ebufuo bi asode bia no pacho yema akoma na embra fom na Ghana fo esu frɛ pa
ba wo ne say sa team no ebetumi put up a good debate on the floor of parliament cancel auto forcing
auto forcing you be a wonim die pa a wa ben na watena parliament so asua de said ya NDC for yes nipa baako na da bia tumi hye so otimi bibia ye nkrofo mo so aben enti say ebinum a obi mmomba de enyini kro so wonyino so hono na we no so is not about say competence in tina ye sansesan ye no na emum be
I like that. It's not about competence.
No, it's not about competence.
Be a competence on your side.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Yes. It's not about competence. Intino obi anya abotre na ye changer a positive change so eba pepe
and you believe in somebody like former power minister Kofi Amaboa as a more second deputy speaker.
Me say empanyimfo a ye me believe in mu bia so mo badwuma man pa yes Harry now so say ye yin ntino wodi nim die nyina ta akiri pepe se de tie
but all you aware so say
it's a teamwork.
Over 60 MPs sign a petition say party no and say decision no.
Okay, and say me kasa say we tie me here sometimes your decision bia na ba e ma nkofa akoma den eto mo yem enye obi a na pe say bi say MPP fo yo mayire o mo kan na say na no yo mo sorry say finance minister yem pam ni so man panyin na editumi a hye no so pam no edi no mutimi ye o ba ntimi anya hwe eni ti no me hu ni say enye obi a na be ni de ɛno nso nkyerɛ sɛ decision mpanyinfo ateki na no nso so nyɛ ɛyɛ party na ateki nti mu yɛn nyinaa mfa akoma pa ɛne gidie ɛnta akyiri na yɛni nkunim na Ghana fo ɛbrɛ
wofo sɛ ɛbɛyɛ den ama obi te sɛ bi Muntaka Haruna Motu rally behind Ato Forcing looking at ABR age wise Muntaka nyini sen no Haruna nyini sen no parliamentary experience the Ato Forcing in the 4th term in Intino or that experience, but a better dance party no be rally behind, such a young personality and
oh there be anything. It's not about age, it's about experience. I don't need idea it's not a better problem
98.9
because na make an your penny for your consultation be and son who take decision.
Not that woman can't ankasa no.
Oh, now be where they be so manka.
But sir Muntaka, for instance, also on your way. Mokokos ne bi so omunya we omunya ne say let her now go viral
omaba out abeka say omunya we
oh yes
oh
nanka why would over 60 MPs petition say decision no enya right
and na make say enya decision bi beteki na ebeye obi ade say bi odi ekoso even ye nuan MP say yo munyina na ye omode say de say na mre bi omunzo MPs nyina so de gina say omampe yem photo samfo kanofriata yem pam ne fio which means say omuzo nyima bi okwa say enye omode enso no eye decision mpanyimfo ateki enti ne mede mesere say said ya ka no ye nyina mfa akoma pa enje na ye ntumpone anyitumi ne emfiri MPP for na Ghana for
but so what to say okotamale okwaso ase a constituents ne say omobonjo so and until some party no be say decision no
yes eno na make say omunya abotre na obia ka se eya amanyokuo ne eye na ne ne nkampanyimfo ekoto abayi om na nkemfa so be na wo so ati ase watu aba ayi panyin asa wo kwa akobobọ wo su hia coach na odne ba ne se ensesan we ni ene be ma adekura ehwe ne ensa aka na afa coach no eteki decision bi a wo so mpene so entimi nuanom me pam chew momia ma akoma embra form na tumi no yankwaji tumi no na yenya didi wo yampanyimfo no mu bida mjidi ye se yampanyimfo no decision matiki ni mjidi ye pa se ye gituma ebeboa entu obi anya abotoyem na
na ebi mu se General Mosquito obaji tumi no waye kankan bi na eye time Muntaka ne Haruna Idrisu because man support ne bid nti no oyesa no ntimi react to it but who ne saying sanity here
sa sameti are mesre
Ernest Adumakon
what time ben ana general ankaso bai wadi say yampanyimfo mu bai adi say a wakoye kan enka bi decision dodo say kwano matiki ye bai akra press conference dodo say no maye a ni ntiamanfo gina bi ka say waye kan enka bi no enya no kore saada and obi ka say me nyintum sa
and free that statement na Muntaka issued by ebe counter Ibrahim Ahmed nsem na okan ye say caucus ni nyina ne support General Mosquito
no de different ya contest ye wie nyina ye baako entin ye to aba because ye nyina ya adwen nye pe no entin ye to aba and the fact that obi bia ye contest one support him say we ye metamfo da bi intano de emfa ho ba bia akra
I see yes. All right so Mamina Ernest Adumakon asana min kosolo but okay quiz out watch out for this young man was set off with a very 12 speed for a year nebed we'll come back to that in the course of time but Solo are you now okay?
I'm now okay.
You are now ready to react
sort of
okay
me that's did kind me den chia so kuma me nua Ernest Adumakon
good
when did kind me ne share I was set so no one can say you know so can be say this is the first time I entry into the parliamentary
prime
minister was the America gen say yamana kwaba na dey we did here obe no so can say mo bo figure $5,600 is not 5,000 that's 72,000
Ghana cedis. He spent on the constituencies
no can see you almost almost on between the aboa he didn't premise it on the he say ebia say or beba or establishing a presence in Tina or yes I didn't but say emboa ye betimi aboa and let me tell you, if he goes and ABM and this is so uncle, yeah, that is where you see people always she's come up on people refer to you. say masa this cannot be shame no one can say person here to aba mountain or the buy you we say momoa obetimi tim say some of these things you should know how to, because tomorrow tomorrow people be playing back some of the things at us too. Efisem ya ye kan ya na me person maybe nyina me say we dey amount for efisem so we ga ba all kasa me too many share screen na me hu epa ho a da ben say omu fisem abe ya ye kan wo kire say ye nkrofo kan ye executives bi ke me man ke bi me say me ke bi na say epa ho a da ben e na meka tiche say wo say me ye den me kan bi me mekani
so akwanwan ya saba betiasi
me kan bi so a enya die fi mi amitrim die mi hu ene die okay na me pese me ye ko bi wo hwe ene daily searchlight or see the tribal stroke regional factions rock NDC who call dispatch or see the or see Professor Jampo ne can see NDC changes in parliament good at to forcing not a novice. If you are about a friend is saying daybreak or say 77 NDC MPs endorse at two forcing as against the 60 that you were mentioning. With your 77, they endorse at two forcing. Then if you are as 48 MPs sign rejection petitions, just 48 be signing
headlines in Baffa NDC.
Father primaries over the anchor or see deep cracks in NDC caucus in parliament. Party holds crunch meeting with MPs today. If you are daily crusading guide, or see NDC MPs reject change in leadership as they call for reversal of decision. What about daily guide?
All these headlines, what is it to inform?
That is to say, senior kanu emu ache mienu.
Emu ache.
Ebinumu support the idea. Ebinumu support the idea. But utie ebinumu say avoka. Yeah, Papa, avoka. See, this is not time to turn non-entity into a hero. I don't know what he was trying to mean, but all that he want to say is, like, Yama status quo, no, you maintaining status quo. There's no need for any change. That's Papa Cletus avoka. Uba, ne binimu kase. When your competence, and I mean, you have to say, and your competence, I'm saying, it's not, Obi say, you go and you do, or can say, your competence now, must see, because economy, as you say, no, Ghana, the economy, any problem, it's because of the economy, the Obi say, Castle, at two forcing, Ababe, a friend is a minority leader. Yep, Papa, Kokwan, you do, see, if 2024 elections will be about the economy, let Dufour be NDC's flag bearer. Ono so na dwene ono so de ba say economy as de ene na say ye nutina parliamentary leadership on ye pe obi a oye economy na obi a oye nimde we economy udi a ene say as na ye leadership na okwa akopre no o say ye pe out of omo matwe mutini de oye economy so ne ye feel say ye dufo mo na ye better obetimi oh say na de then you come to the list 60, and if you listen to the names are here within that 60 now one must say no. Decision should be rescinded. They should rescind that from that decision. Sure, be to say Suini, Papa Alasan Suini, Kwabena Donko Doctor, Dominic Ayini, Enes Nogbe, Eric Opoku, Yusuf Suleimana, Sam George, Samson Ahi, Ibrahim Mohammed Mutala, Edward Bah. I don't want to believe, say, Minya Bema, Aduma Kosena no Kanso, decision on taking a year and executive by no and this I crap on with you because I be my can be this and but who shank of where ye bubo mudina say cause NDC no na just me dey compare say din ya ye bubo ni ye raduma kan ya say I was here dey do come say classroom I was something as din no say no tie say din na me bo na ne omo kan no dey yesua de no offer aba ewo mu no say no e din ya
how about those who are also supporting
me ba share obi say Gabriel Collins Dauda ABF Husseini your friend is Nilam Tevanda.
Okay, so these are experienced hands.
That is what I'm saying.
I'm going to call for a reversal of the decision. No?
Tie uko Radio Tamalia. I'm not saying yes, they should reverse Radio Tamale. This morning, I see there some supporters of Haruna Idusu attacked and assaulted a deputy national general secretary.
It has come out saying it's untrue.
But it
that
is
same
reported.
person.
Radio Tamale no.
That same person.
Omo kosu nyo mu fie. Yen dey say na me kan menka na mo dey omo kan.
And then say na ope omo ana.
Debi say ade enye true. Why do you come and report it? Share unum omo Radio Tamale no.
Who are those behind Ato Force and bid in so? Why me who no more against him? Who are those for him?
per the report that I have, so far I've not gotten anybody who is for him. But what I'm saying is Professor Jampo, say Atufo is not a novice. Professor Jampo too, I don't know him. And I don't know him to belong to any political fraternity. But until no the me fan say on the yibia obiosi won fifia on na dwena or chere. Now if you are yeah, Papa, ABF was in the crab about could be any answers be or the journalism.
Graphic works.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, graphic works.
Oh, okay. So, what can some and what about the letter business? I'll be PM Musefi, Yaman Penida da Naswe, and what no, and I know the ocean. And if you decision no said I can say a consultation no enti na me ya gene this was a consultation very they consulted era JDM because letter na ba na kire say utie first it was in reference to earlier informal request made through the former chief of staff Era Julius Debra informal request be so round we letter we no dey come fifi kwete no formal letter or this CD na oni omo kan order o ma se ni ma na wo be hwe near Abba out, Cecilia Aruna Idris on a tweet. Or tweet, Facebook, a tweet from Yera John Mahama. That one, I am very happy with both decisions taken by the leadership of the NDC to recompose the leadership of the NDC in NDC front in Parliament. I trust the new leadership is very competent and incorruptible by the highly corrupt MPP government. Congress and Otage at Castle Forson and the whole team. In Aruna Idris in the tweet, and I'll tag that message.
They will accept the change, in good faith.
That is but Aruna Idris, in Ghana, infants point at you when you mention incompetence and corruption, Mahama, full stop. At some point, they no longer knew whether you were human or goods. And also in the era Aruna Idris, so these are some of the things in front. Oh yes.
We.
I don't see. Uba your friends Mutala Momorosi. NDC NEC did not change Haruna Idrisu. Asiedin Ketia Fifi Kwete did it. That's Mutala Mohammed. Then Uba Sam George Hua or see even SHS masters don't sit in their offices and appoint head boys. This is Sam George Films. Also ni film no dia be mu no. Enti no utimi hu say ade na ekoso no epenifo bebre wo parliament say bi enim mredi omadi wo parliament any omo experience in parliamentary business. Omo for say year to force no sad decision I taken and this executive they should reverse it. I'm even crab despite letter about who the authenticity of the letter no e bi mu kire say fifi kwete and yera we friend is chairman mosquito amumienu na omakabom ayesa de no e bi nu crab point other crab me kan e bi mu kire say na me say yera runa no during their elections not on support chairman mosquito intino chairman mosquito no pay him back just say oh yeah intina odi ayesa no
we mu nyina
say one yes is not coming from our domain yes no intina me ma sources no yes no mu amkrofo ya na e kire ye de me se me de me mu ndi mu fi asem ba me di me fi asem mu ndi mu fi asem so na
asem na me ka so nka bio e se de yo ni asifa bresu ide
me kire o se
we wo se won kam na mi fi asem
and me fi asem ma se da ka be sa ana ma kan nyina no e mu de wen e na fi mu ye kan nyina me de me se de nkofo aka e na mo bo fa mo
nkofo nsu changes kakra ye hwemani brabre ha ya ha mo
thank you mamika aduma we say na say who kasa me person be how you feel there now wait me can was something no kasa me
because the way I you need can be first we say mimi fi asem to person be ka bi and we be me and mama nkiri mu wi na me fi say bi anka and wo ho but
so ukasa wie
wo mu krampo cha me ade ne fi mi fi
me say ukasa wie ye na ye di afidie ne mam ye mam akwanya no de me intro na me kan ye no wantie ni yi and as e bia na you were pondering over advice am dey ma new entrance and in Serbia because me out here say na ma dey don so tia say me dey say me nkan bi e mu fi asem na mo wugu so a wo kasa me pagya me tisire me hu say e pa ho adaben me kura me wie fisi show nu e din di
be say
say you banya wo ni so we ma nkan bi na pa ho that time that adaben what me say
onim
what me say no me say bi no tie honest who ye new me person ye kan NDC because I have NDC colleagues sir Sebio just like me say Aden is against NDC waka we dey yankoni yi so Aden against MP waka so we dey man bo modern cry fine ALC AB na ye because the youth are here but the person ye build a crop of youth bia Sebio send ye mpanifo bi no ye ne troka no Sebio bia ye so edu ye so e betima ni say e be ni yi den ti American say say wọ́n sẹ́ o ti ha se no sẹ́ o kasa me how now me kasa me kan asɛm bi sɛ ɛyɛ me bɛtena me yɛsɛ me nfa ma no ntum nti na wɔn ma me akɔya me sɛ de wode ma ɔno mbɔ yɛ fiase ɔka yɛ fiase na sɛ me fo sɛ me kama kasa
nti program no title name no na
so what's spend more than 10 minutes second part na mo wọ́n sɛ me tia ti me hwɛ me pagya me ne na ma dream back ade yɛ sɛ ɛpa wɔn I was just contemplating na ade yɛ me sɛ me nka bi ɛpa wɔn okay fine
so now reasons apart in the aba no yeah drag a honey too much reasons apart in the aba for the selection of the new faces no one is saying at forcing on economy
but reasons
say some mosquito say the anti changes and say this leg of the politics is going to be on the economy and campaign no so bad.
Thank you.
And if it's about the economy, obi to say so forcing hope for them. If it's about energy, amaboa or if it's about infrastructure, agboja or into no these figures steer their team in parliament.
No na me catch was say me unya me view that view no me refer to one more I need to hope from that same fraternity out if it is about if 2024 election is about economics and candidate and then the best candidate amongst the 3 or 4 muti for presidential no should be
that's what omundro presidential they change my in parliament and they change that they are seeking to make in their presidential primaries.
I understand you. But me say maybe they unya me view. But me come from within what the answers. Some of the answers being given. Thank you. No, me dey know. And you say no be. Me bo to cross so. Asemo baby sa me no. The omo yi anu yi omo de ba no. No me de ma ba. Me say me e omo fisem the omo nka. Enti me de ma na say me na maka omo na maka. Kwekwa you the whole say if it is 2024 elections about the economy. The economy and kwekwa you do. Not the best candidate. On kind of suasade we. Me to wase e de suasade we. Ye ba na ye tena sese ya. O kasa me be mu da. Ken o ba chro. O se ma ye. O kasa me so order
is allowed, but and the point of order on this one. So now new leadership no mo dey abano. Can your side contain them?
Oh, why not?
You know how Haruna has been to handle by your side.
Don't worry. Have they not been within the NDC over the years? Elections near BT. I've not been.
You care about the debate in Parliament.
The debate in Parliament,
to, rally their members, the caucus and all that. And until now, that changing.
You are yet to see. You are yet to see the style of leadership. If only the call for them to rescind that decision, to reverse the decision, will not see the light of day. You and I are yet to see, and you will see what. And yes, no. But we have the best quality, mature. Obi already over 24 years in Parliament. Our rise here to that level. Only the parliament. Not Obi. Look, don't let me go there. All that I want to tell you, we have the men to handle them. They have been there in parliament. Until parliamentary business parliamentary committee for finance, not for now more. And you have problems no war. A honor said you are too forced to the bobre. A honor beka say, honor yes. And you even leadership. And you know we've known them, we've handled them, we've worked with them. We know how they do it. But in the years, and what is the success story?
You don't
2016, we flawed them. 2020, we flawed them. 2024, inshallah, we're going to break the and flood them again.
To bring on board.
We say, Isn't it the same dead goat? Send in that way. I don't agree with when he tweet.
What's it? At first imposed to now, I no. Just
say what catching me.
So, one say, I mean, he's sending a caution to Mupati no anymore side, and he say, watch out for him, or take up the mantle as the new leader for the minority side.
Unim say, Yafano leader na. Ehun sema ba bebre na hwe mpanimfo a kokudam omanyi ache wo parliament e wo tre esene even crazy on it su say no, that decision should be reversed. Say I was so opo kakra opo na nkrofo just say krama we onimpo ohun it no enye me nwa say obeba out no sign a caution be and as a warning as you so describe it. What do I say? It's normal. Open so opo na man say no, I can say he has teeth. He can bear his teeth. So that is Jana Nompo any right to do that.
Atofasen say, I've had fruitful and positive conversations with Haruna Idrisu. In fact, very frank conversations with my senior brother, the Honorable Haruna Idrisu. I commended him for his admirable leadership and stewardship when he was granted the opportunity by our great party to lead us. He added that having assumed the seat as the leader of the NDC in Parliament, he will work out to foster unity within the rank and file of the caucus. The MP also stressed that the party under his watch will continue to demand accountability from the NPP in the wake of the prevailing economic crisis. Atoforsen also indicated the minority's readiness to support an open public account hearing on the COVID-19 expenditure, which has become a thorny issue following a recent report by the Auditor General. So he's also assuring the base, he said he's up for the task ahead. Mamima 1 minute on it.
One English word I may pick if you want to say, I will continue. So what is the new thing is speaking about? Continue with what they are doing. Is that all it? Do you know what is the new thing that they buy? I was here boom. And as you can say, hey, nipa ya fane it's the same thing. I say, kokoba, any de deba.
You don't see anything new.
No, me see kokoba, any de deba. Omunyina ya krobo fomba. Isifu, any salifu. Omunyanya esiremufu. Enye fufu, isifu, salifu. Omunyina fufu.
Mate, Ernest, Mamintio.
Minia.
Yeah.
Serem di kan no. Changes na ye mpanyimfo na ye no. Mi wo gidie pa se omobobo adwuma ama ye party ene Ghana man nyina. Se wo hwe said ya atoforcing press conference na wo ye ne nsemo kan ye ani dwumadi na astati ate se BBNC ye na. Wo gidie se obobo adwuma. Enti no mesre party masere me kan ye nyina nye gidie. Na mpanyimfo mo bobo adwuma ma ye.
But now when need the BB so say bi anka party no be fa kwan bi so e dey hear this announcement anka enkofa sa wentwi ma. Say bi anka mienu no ya aware enti no e be together with the national executives supported by the outgoing and the incoming nanka formal address nanka ayefe no need the BB sa so any the abeya as a mentime ho ase wo mu.
Mentime ho ase na ekoso no ewo yene ewo form no na mentime ho ase no ewo yentem na megidi ese mpanyimfo na omoye affected ne de definitely consultation because so ma party no mo kasaya ansa no mo tekisa decision ba yene a yen ka hu bi no na ye division na yes happy penalty ntina me ka say yen party for no yen nya aboti nya gidi wo yen mpanyimfo no nim say omo ya pa omuso muni eni mo na hyebedwom no omundi hwambo
but what's your name sir na solobo bo a omo call for a reversal of this decision here. These are huge personalities within your party. For instance, Obiti Alhaji Collins down there.
The same thing that they are huge people so almost support it and also so
okay.
They are kofobi almost mu odu almost support this decision we. Enti na me ka say tin ya pa mpanyimfo no ye nyina adwen enye pe. Enti mpanyimfo ya pa omo se omudi anim no de omo ka na ho ne ye nyina ya de ye de adwen ekọ meme de bia mpanyimfo ngina ho na mgina because party for na ato abayi wo mo enti de omo ka no eno ene ye de ye adwo
enti wo da bi na say wo parliament na okuta di bre bi na ya ye nsachira bi na ya mo amane na behu ne won krata mu a sen ne be ye wo
o menyi ni yesi ya mo amane da bi enti sa Yes, but there's no way ukuta to me be na ye beje fi nsem de mo ye bete fi de bebo amane so say ni sensi na bekoso consultation bekoso ansana ensande ba aba enti nkofo kase ya mo mama ne a eno ye fa be megidi a na enye yi papa sa yes
be making kind kono afa na won say NDC for some faces are according to hibernation APA Spio Gabra de na no ato asem we mu or say sa consultation na bi mo kase senka executives near no enya mandatory. I mean they appoint the leadership and if the party so desire say ye best say I mean so be it. You don't need to do any consultation be and sign or announce to Crawford say change the Ebony. Who is saying Admakom?
No dear, yes, sana dear, but the first say any mandate doesn't mean some penny for yes our consultation. Yes. Intimidity pass omuniomo.
Because a big man in the NDC. If what do I sort of from now busa moi omo the needed consultation.
Oh me GDA pass omo ye.
GDA
pass omo ye. Yes. And because omunimo sorry kekese no akekese and because honorable Haruna Idris or Sebi wonyabo fra we obi a onim de wa chair party ni mu yi pa ntino empanyfo ntimi enhwe na me take decision bisa without informing him. Inti migidi passe or manene kasai and sana science and ye eba.
Ye didn't come no. I was thinking say be anka party ni be issue a communicate be say be a funny affair na to omo say but as at now 10 minutes past 4 still mo party no were in series of meetings trying to call for cool heads. Bibia ye boko when this mudi
Bibia ye boko pa Bibia is under control. Bibia no etina make say ye party for ne omo from omunya abotre ni
Haruna remains our minority leader.
Hey.
I want to ask is what?
Hey sir.
Nyanya na busa me and that when you know. What's this 98.9. But Joseph Yamin, my national organizer say is the NDC parliamentary caucus bigger than the party's national executives?
The answer is no.
Good.
The answer is no.
The parliamentary caucus cannot be bigger than the party's national executives.
Never. They are the leaders of the party. The omo kanani ne di adwuma. Akwaji ye mempanyi opanyi bi wo tan ye mempanyi ana. Ono kasa final. Ye sorry one day okasi lock the okasi nyina nkwahye obi ankwahye dem. Yes, enti a party to sound here. Ye ni ato abayi om ye di 2 minutes nyina asho monsem. So mundi a party nanim. No mo mfi ankwagi 2 minutes. Enti meme de omo beka se ba bi e kɔ no. Ɛhɔ ne nyina ye den. Ye di adwen ye de e kɔ. Yes.
But you believe say winning the next elections and also no decisions are parliament be take anyhow you'll be able to also put up your defense or debate it no it goes down to ensure say you win the next elections.
Definitely
parliament or that critical role need to play to ensure the party gets the mandate.
Yes sir, after you win power ne there and abaya brought I don't know president womu parliament womu party womu and they abaya brought but see na yen power yen flag bearer ne de party ni she yen penny for ne nsem 98.9 sa na ekono. Yes,
but you are aware so say how you be able to handle parliament and the Bema Ghana for who say yen fa 2 minimum and say yen MPP nkoso nto aso
na parliament ya handle ne say yen se san ne yaye ensi say ya no nkyerɛ sɛ ya ye bibi bɔne bia na nneɛma bɔne ɛkɔ Ghana hai ɛne de ya ye de na
obi kan bibi nra kyerɛ me sɛ wo hwɛ ɛyɛ Haruna ne wait a ɔwɔ ɛwɔ political space ni mu a na ɛne no mo this change amode be na kyerɛ sɛ all eyes are going to be on Ato Forcing. And if for instance there is a debate on the floor maybe Enfan said there should be a walkout. When you are no kan yampo say kane no say ese party no esigina ye bia na den ma almost on be convince Haruna because Haruna no so feels say onim de enti no dia ono na dwen ye no na opeso de boa party no ano ye abra wontwa nani hwe party ni position on it. Enti the party is also looking at ubia omufo so menka say they can control but ebi obetumi ate party no enhyeso bi kra na omde bebo obetimi agwo ne ho ama saa nhyeso no saa na hu na na senti na bi o masesa
da bi menyi ni se saa na tie
ha na na samunya din
da bi onyu bi anasam ye se nyina eti Ghana yinim yenim si do si
kwa ile ka ko si se omde general mosquito call parliamentary service board no because on so parliament no ohunu the way as a momo side no ekwan bi so no mo sheda go niamam edem MPP for ni mo munyo mo ho for instance or mention vetting and approval of certain ministers at the point an party ni felt to say obi say bi how akumsin ni so nya approval can of for any see a man approval no mo ye nhwehan epne so obi te say how akumsin kra de mo na mo to ne dodo de man no enti say sa leadership no eda so wo ho a na say mo the party no eti ya akwhye boase ama party no emu aye ha e wo mrahye bedwafie ho and you now go to inform these changes no
na say no I don't know nye Haruna Dusi ne Mutakankwa decision 8.9 yen crop for more parliament wo any decide here intendo nye Haruna Nkwa decision and be jan so say there be anya no ntia na menyini ye say ye probia party ni betimi aka bibia chena obeye enintini aye saa ansesan no there be na se party no ka bibi na se emfamra kwan ma eno so ngira se ye mpanfo mo parliament omunimra no ebekwa akoye saa de no bibi e bi go parliament be e de mbra kwa so na e anameboa so enya de party ne pe de mbra pe ene e de ye enti ano no de ana small kekere nyina no here say o enya sema ye fact. And yes, my fact, the amount for the dear man.
But these are comments from more MPs on
yes,
MPs, no, how many persons
yes,
identify
Nina, yes, in some quay, it be anyway a fact.
Be anyway a fact.
The fact and so there no young fanny.
It's not a fact to say Haruna mosquito demon is over control.
And Yanukre, other honorable Haruna, where dear and say Casa Winty. No, it's all like that. No, and yes, sanity. And I make us say, Yakobo, Yakofa coach, and to coach in the team, and a tray and the engine, genuine ye do so. Intino, yen I in you.
Into you accept to say, Motari next elections, no nankuya. Modi blame the Mama National Executive.
Say to be Bekoye.
Aden.
Now, Koye
African, you know, dream Papa no
Bekoye, Akoye, the Omay 98.9. The MP via your man. And says he uncle for the musica coba and cromon sentiminka. The Don, there be only the said Tibiano and Kunim.
So, entrepreneur, so how economy no, a didn't in your also.
As you said, you are so born and the businessman bien who crumha, obit macase, on the way happy. Tama MPP for Barbem. I was sure kind for seeing your Becaya. Do to an anchor so much to many maso MPP I won't buy any my city and Konako so be beating at any maswana. And the original hot tardy. What on a went to Yaka within a million near the price for Fraba. Dollar no 8 million of Haku. Omo bebe kasa mahama wabon mahama incompetent omo beje esi enyire hu baby eko bibia ya basa ntino baby o man ne kwane de se de me ka no yanya botre party nya botre mfanka mu ne anyi tumi ni mra na be Ghana for bibia nku
all right so long a quick reaction on this NDC issue now you move on to
I want to touch on the where the areas program
kind of good
which is consultation, you know, it's not mandatory, you know. So can we say it's not mandatory, say consultation. Or no, he's not in parliament. Now this
never
no. Me can't say but me they know I said the preamble be he's not in parliament. Now actors nankasa na omo parliament na they affect woman. These are some of their views. Or see some judge, or see even SHS headmasters or more SHS, they don't sit in their headmaster's office, you know. No more appointed head boy, say be a head prefect, they don't do it. Even SHS, they don't do it. The NDC neck did not change Haruna Idrisu. Nemu the MP for Tamale Central, Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed, has refuted suggestions that the NEC of that, the National Executive Council of the National Democratic Congress took that your friend is saying decision, you know, or see a nipa me, but uti Sam George dena or kana. The opachira ne say, yen ye wa parliament ho. Yen na ye nim ya honone en kita die ni enjuma ye no. Won na say bi omo da ya no a e betimi aboa. But let me ask you this. Do you want me to believe say obi to say Sam George the type sabi he will be corrupted by the MPP? Sabi neni tria say a leader like Haruna Idrisu any Mutala Muntaka Eda wanu a onim say nkrofo we dia they can be corrupted by the MPP. That's what still obeka so yemfa one more we corruptible by the MPP no yemfa mo antare ho obi say Sam George Cletus Avoka Apak Clement Apak. Well, say any maybe no more. Well, me say me can say eh. Be me say na me person me import me there, but me see there one more canon. This is it, and I'm just trying to tell you. Okay, see even SHS headmaster not in the office no. Or no to me appoint a head prefect no. Sir, also the tutu na the upper chair and say omo no more parliament. Inti anka mo leader no. Bibi ni kraba nka one na fa one mo na wo hono nka so omo no mo nimu nkita hundie ni yeah.
And just changes here be na ma adwo asafo di mu ho ya wa afei eduru baby kwa na parliament on pe wa koi
enu ye enrasem meboa no what I'm saying is enu ye no enne dia ba ne na ye ka yes enu ye no se uka se enu ba adwuma mamo de bi enu wa tin ba bi ko show me ya ko mo force so on fa private jet mra this is the second time. This is the second time I'm saying this. I've given that respect. I still say, oh, new fight. I am an old horse in the game. I can do it better than him. What do you mean? He's an entrant, a new parliamentary.
Who is new?
It's untenable.
He's not new in politics.
Because he's new in politics.
He's attempting parliament for the first time.
That is it. So it's not new. So I'm can't say within the politics because in the first place, if you have not been an actor in it, yes. So for him to come out, which I say a former chair and microphone, means he has acted.
He has a base,
that, but me just say the like his first time
all right, Mate, fair.
Thank you. So what you said the word fair.
You know,
thank you.
Well said.
So what I say. Thank you. So let me go on. So what I'm saying is saying, I just have issue now with the bear. Did it come or became a public knowledge? Say a MPP national headquarters. And I say, your neck. And I say, we can say, oh, let me use that term. Your coach is now near selecting woman. Yes, I didn't. No, we allowed the school for Nankasa. Then your headmaster not in the office and not selecting head prefect. No, just like Sam George is saying. That is why Sam George is telling them, say, even SHS headmaster no on the office
and just after decision was taken in parliament by the MPs themselves.
That is it. That is why I want a binim like Sam George and Mutalano. They have I don't know I didn't let me tell you this. Even in the assembly, you call assembly. Groups now groups NDC4 Kakra, those who are affiliated to the NDC, those who are affiliated to the MPP, whatever it is. No. Say Ebenezer decision be no more take here. But
I have a letter dated the 4th of January 2020. I have a letter dated the 4th of January 2021 from the New Patriotic Party's headquarters. A press release I'm issue here and I'll say MPP elects leadership of the party's parliamentary group for the 8th parliament. The New Patriotic Party has at a national council meeting held on Monday, January 4th, 2021, elected leaders of its parliamentary group for the 8th parliament in accordance with Article 14.2 of the NPP's constitution. Mm-hmm. The leaders of the MPP parliamentary group include 1. Honorable Osechi Mensah-Bonsu, MP Suame Constituency, Ashanti Region Majority Leader. 2. Alexander Afenyomark, MP Futu Constituency, Central Region Deputy Majority Leader. 3. Honorable Frank Anodompre, MP in Sawam Adwejiri, Eastern Region Majority Chief Whip. 4, Honorable Idris Habib, MP, Tolon, Northern Region, Deputy Majority Whip, Anafe, Honorable Lydia Siriam Al-Hassan, MP, Ayawaso West Ogun, Greater Accra, Deputy Majority Chief Whip. The party has accordingly written to the Clerk of Parliament informing the August House about the development in respect of the leadership of his parliamentary group for the 8th Parliament. John Buedu signed then.
Thank you. What was it? Neck. And then Mutala Mwade was NDC neck. Ghana Web. And then NDC neck did not.
I on neck. I want to neck. What can neck no?
Was it NDC?
So point of order. Maybe I get you. Okay, good, noted. Mitio solo.
And then Sebi. Okay. Oh no, me nka ho. Oh no fi. Oh no
you make a good vital point say ono connect ho.
Say. But should I?
Because they keep playing. But Joseph Yamina spoke in say.
Oh, you're national organizer.
Connect here for.
A member of the executive
committee. National executive committee. Good. Committee no. All the National Executive Committee, all the 10 regional, 16 regional chairpersons in Ababeka, national executives, some Council of Elders.
Mohammed, when me mention any name, maybe at this member.
No beef, no beef. I can say. It's not from NEC, but it's rather from Nipa Mienu, chairman and secretary. But M's only beef and they say it should have come from NEC. What means maybe that is the order. It should have come from NEC. Just as you say, it came from NEC. But it didn't come from the national executives.
And who are the leaders of the party now? Who are the leaders of the party?
That is what I'm telling you.
They are the leaders of the party.
Mumudeni came from the National Council.
Thank you. So what you say? And yet, national executives. So what you say? That is the difference. That is what I'm telling you. As I am, Sam George, he fumes. Even SHS headmaster cannot sit in his office to appoint head prefects. Even he fumed because folks said no. Certain because Sadia was Abeto say the National Council, but certain consultation goes on. And was say one the parliamentary group nankasa krapo no edikita ho back door ni na sefan sana sani ma we nyina yeden ababe todwa what you say. That is where Sam George is fuming because he felt say yamfa ni die ni obobi amom obi tini baby no so say my that is how that's why he say what me I say
Mate.
That is it. So we have to get the difference.
Enough of this conversation. We are monitoring closely any new development to be free NDC Hobaba now.
So they almost say and they are meeting with their minority MPs. So if you are not hearing anything, it means maybe the meeting is not yet ended. Yes, until I hear a very hot meeting. No. It's good. This is sort of
strengthens. The way we were interested in it. Similarly on you now.
See, they make I like procedure. Yes, I like procedure. That's what yes, a year because if they do the right thing, say ABS, Sankofa Yenchi, one year the right thing. Now, for the office, okay, me can see some of this is done with consultation.
No, I'm sure this one they'll convince them to buy into it. They will never rescind on this.
I'm not saying they are going to rescind. In the first place, they have to buy
mosquito.
They have to buy them into why that decision. Sort of even apologize with them. Say there's a consultation with them. The factors.
If indeed,
that is it. That is I believe in procedure.
Okay,
it's a procedure, and they are now following. I'm saying Sankofa. So why now Sankofa me kwa year. That is good, and that's why I'm happy. That's what I'm happy about. That is it. It is misconstrue me.
But I know the power.
And
as when you switch,
I know come here. That is it. In the game. Now I knew. I'm not saying is say why you da and now unim so say be unye kasa o relax
na be ya ko ni nya me ke na ko
putu point na me ko ni nya okay ya me putting it down edu ho no na maka see the beauty we have to enhance the beauty of the program epa ho adabe we have to enhance not the host no feel
one no aka epa ho adabe
yes
na me ja ma
me can see jana ko me see churoto ho ya churoto ho that is
well na me ma wo say epa ho
no
it mean can
ya churoto ho o ka say me mo ka say we na me churo point ni to ho ti me be ka sa de ma churoto that's we to am for na tie you ye ntokwa to be that's not what they want nipa aso ba ko no muditi ti me kasa na wo kasa hwana na ofo so mutie ni wo sisi ya me kasa o mutie mi o enti bi jai na so so ma no mutie na ma omo so no listenership no relax ko bibi atworoto ho sa na ye
I mean now I say ye move on nyame adomu a we'll be doing another edition of the Ghana Beverage Awards ebeba so this year na onim say Ghana Beverage Awards no it's an event yeah, they reward those in the beverage industry. Said ebe show mo din no makoswa ye ne kese pa. Intino, we'll be doing another edition of it this year. Beverage man your best or your favorite. Anytime you feel to wind down on what kind of beverage and I'll go for. Okono for hot beverage and I say water ya maybe I won't know and even you go for a wine. Any beverage at all you believe say outstanding. The year and the review no it's about time so be nominate that beverage. Now, why an award recipient or the upcoming Ghana Beverage Awards, no, I say nominations no are already opened from now until the 26th of February. And to bet me, I share or nomination as now on their website www.GhanaBeverageAwards.com for the award they deserve. T's and C's apply. For more information, contact 020-222-095 020-222-095. Now, you also so nomination on na yen fan kasem. Na nyame adoma in February we'll be doing the 17th edition of the Happy Mass Wedding. A mass wedding the only one in Ghana here. What we do is say the awarefo bebre omo pese omo ware no enyina ba sekro ni aya ayefro ni chinchinche di amo na ware ka enye sebe agudie kura especially economy we mu no we waje nso be ware di na o ye be ma wani eden ebi so kura no akobobosia obewi achi no na akoye wade so a enu ntini apɛ a convenient way of making sure say we'll take you down the aisle but onyadi abeboka bia omo be nyina omutua 500 Ghana pɛ dia aka nyina yen Happy FM and ya fa to ehun so a yeah from their mom from their wedding gown from their suits their grooming massage reception honeymoon investment package insurance package anything that will make their dream wedding a special one yeah their mom all in 500 Ghana cedis into as I'm opening oh yes as I'm opening me come to the war into nyame aduma on the 14th of February yeah be events no e dia mamu into just continue to listen to Happy FM and IETV for all the details around the upcoming mass wedding. Mass wedding is proudly sponsored by the Republic Bank. Opeso is part of our sponsors are Fred 0242-235-086. Mass wedding, sharing a wonderful moment together. Yebedo Mwasena. Superman Engineering Limited at the Super S products Nibiaba for immediate purchase. Where high quality lubricants are. Omudi free America diaba. Intino. Opeso car ne function ye or car no tria untenya breakages ewo kwemu ni ade go for the Superman engine oils ebabo pa omune dealers in authentic engine oils synthetic blend and of his full synthetic Super S lubricants ubenye omwechi akwan no ewo Dansuman Russia Road or Doko Gloryland and Africa so better still give them a call on 0267 405 0267 405 405 na yemma wo delivery no emmewo na solo cathedral say there's what the board ne dey aba say they are putting it on hold pending a strict audit of the accounts of the projects any other sources of funding na fi o mato aso who ne saying
asempa asempa di asempa beto you just have to because they be me come say yesi ye amanyosem yankasi ye be gu oman ye be ye oman nti say nhihye bi beto ho na sese bio woni petrimu obi kana the reasonable person to trimu no say ade we ade be boa what is ade be nkra na is wrong with ye ade bi akasakasa ba ho menti ase bi ba ho we ka we say na two identity multiple identity and I find out okay impenifo dad is okay ya bam ade ne ye ne tare ano yes say adwumadie bi a ye die fa sa idea no ho no ya twa sensan na mmom no ye ma sebio mpeze mu nkoso emfa saade no ho na se sebi mpeze mu nkoso efa ho ewie a na fe ye beto aso na ya to aso. I think say eye aman ade enye onipa ba ko sika eye ododo ade ne ye no ti sa na beto dwa. I think say is the step in the right direction. Dedi kan me commend eye mpenifo no amode sa eye ne eba out no na afesusu masre say eye omo auditors na Deloitte na omobo omudin no omo so emrebe so omo hyase. I hope say by now bia na omo hyase no monke kan niam na enche omo make it public.
Are you disappointed in the way issues around the project has been handled?
Oh yes, I'm not all that happy.
Okay.
I'm not, should I say all that? Let me take off all that. I'm not happy about the way things went. I mean, I have to be very frank with you. Because enemy can your mind there near into no or mind there na near maybe no cause na a create a cast doubts in the minds of people. How would they put their all into the making of that thing? It bothers a lot. Into no, I think say somewhere along the line certain things didn't go. And you crap on I think say it me insight a motivate and penny for your mobile. No, let's put everything on hold. I think say almost so crap on a biana near maybe no more almost almost for say no. Ye mom may him near Rabi. The tweet him, the echo, the amount for Canada, at any womb. Cause I now obi say makoyin hwemu we dey say na about obi say makoyin hwemu we okra multiple identity we just nsem hwanyan we zuko year na osisi okay here input it on hold yemma yen per the contract ye auditor ye Deloitte ya fa omunye na fa susu no auditor general susu no on betimi susu your friend is saying yeah Deloitte for a year then this one too can go on send be ya on be parliamentary susu betimi aye almost one yeah where the truth lies.
I'm going to say a failure on the NPP government's part. As a cathedral, na mo deba no enkoye ma.
Asemba me bright ya me kutuno. O say asemba obia wo the way obeka no. What me say do nu so ka no. O say yes, efficient but wo the way obeka. Where your mind sem, where enye efficient, where your mind ensem. To be ati mi kebi. Into yes, people obia wo na hwe say osono wo dan mu na esumu wo ho. Na ye nyina ye de egum ne yesi obi an describe object na e word dan ni mu na me ko so ne trunk na yi ni nine na esi ono a metu aka say edua oh say dan na ye womu na ya dum kanea na edua na womu obi so ko so ne trunk ni mu a we obi describe adekode ohu wo eyi no sa na akoye ade abetodwa obi asomu se nti we dey obi a but we say na me obi say me can say there are certain things I didn't like about out I didn't like, so I fully support mpenifo omode about say yema hwehwemu bi enko mpeze mu nko ade mu na embra to the public domain, then it keeps us informed as to whether we are going or we are coming. I think that is the best to do.
Do you believe say cathedral no mo betumi asi awie before the next transition?
A matter of time. The reason why I'm saying is a matter
because
of time.
Because you go through archives, cathedral, when we see we in term crown took 35 years. Washington Cathedral. Milan Cathedral, almost over 500 years ni see.
Yeah, who can 35, 500 years who can minimum so be boy amusukuru men so be boy no so.
Yeah.
And so how many years educated?
No, it took over 10 years.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. I think somewhere is it last year or 2021 or 2022 no. Board no be catch us by 2024. So we don't know the omonensis. At the time we know maybe I didn't so do.
Yeah.
And so by 2024 say enter say beto abana so we are just, but if even the 2 years now from 2022 by 2024 to beto now on my yes again it bit me possible no see no there is a setback if you remove because you see and put it on hold, it will affect the frame within which they were looking at omoka say ebia by this time it definitely it will affect it because I dey on be auditors ni no dey about out. And then your auditors so I feel na on mine ankasa so
parliament.
Yes, parliament. Yeah. That is it. It will take time. Until now 24 months now it has been eaten into. Until well, let's wait till these things come out and see whether it will see the light of day or not.
Sana uhuno.
We see, let's wait. Mama reports him to see whether it will see the light of day or not.
But do you also think, say, as a Christian community, now fail this project now?
I wouldn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
The only place Sebi Ebo Ira Arakwa expose ba out no. And I feel say oh ankoni yi the fact say yeah Papa and Reverend you know not even the fact say okra double identity.
Okay.
Because memeti hey edi on the frame about frame the Solomon Asante.
Yes sir.
And that character ni ba mi wodin
if you din
mi wo fie din apart from ya wo mi ya woda apart from the first ya wo mi ya woda frame na na ya wo no e sense the adofo what me say
wo ba je adofo
thank you enti no se me pa e bia document ma ko tro bia na na ya wo adofo e me me pa I can do that for a property and nobody say there is a case bia aba out say be the ruling of the court is saying say yeah account for a sign the dina ya tututu ni ansana ya benya abrofu din ni school din asefo ni tin e ma nipa ba kofo utimi nya multiple names na ban is also there is something wrong with acquiring properties under sa I say me dey na ya
other names no
me dey na ya adofo bi am acquire property bi na masanso this Asante aye bibi it's the same me because pay your tradition that is a court ruling on that court na aka bibi sa amasa nchichi mu though that thing is there but I'm looking at the fact say one will say pay the okuje to divine if it is something to go by now there's any truth in it say papa no ni other identity no or the diplomat passport no eno ye the other one na enye eduje name no me wa no e hono konya na will serve as a trustee a board member edin bi eye kusi bi e na odi ko ho e na eno na man wa kwanya odi ko eden odi ko akonya sa diplomatic edin passport no so if anything is to go by there then the name for you to have the identity for you to have used to acquire that diplomatic eye edin ya eye oden e man to me nya sa akonya no 98.9 as when you no ko use the other one then Nana K is in chairman why?
Oh yeah, Nana K. Big man Nana K. We'll try and field him. I see. But so now, abino inside. Even saying, I say, or minor emphasis or back commit funds into the project. Do you still think that project? I say, yadi any home.
And
go 80 million no parliament bogui
na me can say enye your friend is saying empenifo no da board na no omon se ma America no and I say bi emma adwuma no enko po bi mu
okay
na emmo parliament kra already no per the decision say 80 million yen fa mama yen fa nyere kra pon abo adwuma no egu because sa sika na say be ye akohoma sika anka na fotusafo na ehwe nim say eno na yebetimi abosa project no akonhoma for the period na ye kan wasem no na parliament appropriation you know omo ye appropriation bill no omo boguye they decided not to so ehokra po no say no finance na say anka oban no committee na di ye no enya amante ho no it means that when a project no it cannot see the light of day if it was solely going to depend on 80 million. Yes, that is what I see.
Okay,
that is what I see.
Ofake, I'll say that do you support building of the National Cathedral or not? If the incompetent NDC likes it or not, Nanado will build a cathedral for Ghanaians. Ofake, now won't the about oh dear, yeah, can't UCB. SK from Point Brock, I say no wonder they are supporting MPP, especially Bawulaya. All right, okay, on also a reaction or the airban on. I'll say the NPP guy is wasting our time. Let's move on. Nana Kwame Poku a message or the airban and no of a KB also Solomon Fire. The NDC guy is also wasting our time in the studio. Of a case so Edia or the airban and no I'll say I see I don't get here NDC party no. All right, okay. Joseph Anani, I'll say good afternoon, Dadon. We need jobs to do. not the NDC's changes in the leadership. All right, okay, Mate. Also, they are the Eba, I don't know. Can Farouk consider that the ladies in your studio should stop making their rantings? Did I hear one of them say Muhammad doesn't come near Baumia in credibility, in lies, or what do they mean? All right, Ken Farouk. So a reaction or them ladies for Baumiano and all right, SK from Paul say I don't know how to lie. Like I would have joined the NPP and Baulaya. Or no message or the Eba no. I say I'm listening to you live in Kumasi. Adomako all the way. We are with you, bro, for Okaikwe South constituency. Massive. He's going to win. All right, Nana Kwame Poku Edia or the Eba no. You better not say for a comments. Eric Damkwa will say, see these ladies. If he's in the news all the time, does that mean he can become a president? Okay, you are not good in this, so you should say something different. Or no reaction or dema mano no or say we are happy to have one of our own in your studio this afternoon. We the people of Okaikwe South cherish Ernest Adomako and will support him to win the NDC's parliamentary primaries. Yusuf Esodia or the free Okaikwe South Eba no. Or say hi, I'm Belinda from North Kanishi. Greetings to Ernest Adomako in your studios. He's the people's choice, and we've already given him the nod in advance. I urge all delegates to decide right and vote for him come the parliamentary primaries in May. Or no so dia or the Eba no. Danny or say respect to Ernest Adomako for his bold his bold representation of the NDC in your studio. He's the best choice to lead the people of Okaikwe South. He's done a lot of jobs for the people. He's also supported a lot of the youths. And recently, he's donated a huge amount for the party to rent a constituency office. We can't do without Ernest Adomako in our constituency. Danny Sumestaja or the Eba no. All right, Yadamwase, loads of your messages, but yin to me and go through all of them. Mebana your timer. We'll read the rest of them now. Yeah, the Amamo Ewo Jumedi and so. Ernest, Mamintio on air cathedral issue.
Don't me that say.
98.9.
Media, me a Christian.
Okay. Now, this is the Munkama cathedral, we demons.
Oh, and they'll be a bit my candy up. Me a Christian in a may I gain see, say, Ubi Bessie, a sorry dying, I had a amenyame. Now, me tears in Yankupo be a crime, mamma. Missy, I saw a diamond. It's answer, it's room. Now, a choir, yen faso, and we shall be a gun a ginning. Our mood says, I am a film, Keta, and the proyanic cancan, a quina me fear is a man who, Namiraho. And at this point in our life, do we need this at all? Because one, yen yanko pona ye sum na ye si asoro dan amano no emre bi Yesu kan say me yare e ma mehwe me da daja mo ma me ntoma emfra e kom de me wa me aduane ani o me say rabbi na da be na yare ya mehwe wo da daja ya mo ntoma emfra e kom de wa ya mo aduane ani o se wa nya mo anua no wa nya mame.
Wow, unim Bible musa.
Oh,
because your horse so again and him senka with your quotation by I like that. I like that. No, the boys me watch almost swagger. Then I was Sunday school come and go be down. Share.
Na
wow.
Na sa bla boy go senya minimu a enye.
Amen.
Now, preach on.
I like that. Yes, yo.
Preach on.
Now, say, see, I will share and never for hospitals. I can see him now. Even in teaching hospital like Kolebu, Confanoche, 37 military hospital. Go any part of that form. Oh, Munyam Panaso. Obit me, yaro, here refer as young fan 37 na Kolebu. Yes, a more patient in King, adding and penny her. What did it buy? Yen baby fan to so. And now, qua ambulance. We won't add some ambulance. So, when him now, bo whom you now 2 national ambulance no for patient in the back wa bra wonye bed arrangement wa de de be no
wow this one is news to me
what your park obisa
no way news to me say ambulance drivers no
me see my witness
say wunya call na ambulance service at the patient ne ba without notifying the hospital
yes
on be san return o
ya return kakakwa ye ni watakwa sana kwa afa ho adi free ebi atome enane afia menua ba ko wuye wo yare kwada ai akawe hospital bi wo what say Makati Hill Junction oko off ena omo sustaining kakra ena omo so omo refer na kokolebu ye kokolebu a omo se empeni ho ya ambulance arrangement omo se omo be fan ko se hwe se bed ni ho a ye mfa no se ne kwa ade omo be yen no ampa wada ho ta homati 1 am ye bom de ni kodu 37 no na chese omo se aye late ye che ama menua ne hwere no nkwa na we wajai we nyina se usi cathedral amanyame ofisi nyankopon kwane ni beso sa adan we ye fe no to na san ahwe niam a ekoso usi dan amanyame na wo manfo obre na wo san ye katahye ene proye to the extent say asofuo binim ko mudi animu ni so mo kra step aside na ye hold on ni enye hwehwemu na kanyame fie nso de ankasa de we ekoso kasa ni ma we nkoso meme de said that me kan me agency na emu kwan ye fa so no anytime no any baby egina no is wrong so no because any maybe wa ha o man a e wo se ye hwe na ye solve a affecting kofo bebiri a binum di yaw enne ye schools ni bi okwa bekwa akonya akora betena so atworo no ebi ni ho buku krom batworo mu ebi ni ho ne ye gya we nyina se ye si aso dan amenyame ti dodon mi ubisa mi a the cost no
until you welcome a decision by board and they said they will put a cathedral on hold normal investigation.
Yes omunye investigation pay because Ghana can see sikasem ne nkoye me da me take na mfize bia MPP for na organize o musika no masi aso dan dia manyame na afiye na ye hunya ba bi nyina no ye sika na afiya sesa e de kwa koye saade wi na afi nso so wa mu ye nso amosan ye sika sam de pasa aden boni ben pa na Ghana faye boni ben ene aye intermediate so matiki that sa decision ni say ye hold on till say bibia be wose bibia de na kwam de wadi sika no ye punish no na afi ye nto aso ne enkoye no teno de e ya de papa
to ane je say obi to say Duncan Williams ne is to Dana Banyina issued that statement almo call for that audit into the accounts
na
de nyame fie sie so no asa mente me ho asetimi ba
na me kan
e wo nyame adifo
na me kan ye na enwonwen ya
because that statement na opoko nyina ne de ba ye about the credibility of persons selected onto the board anyhow it has come about na edian pa antino nyame adifo no so hia no o ma ntumi amfa honhom konkro na ntumi ankasa nkyere o mo am o ma anya ne ye ene de awiewie yen
konkro hwe de ekoso no kwa ne ye ma hye no
wow
ayam hye na nka office de ntina asofo akuku dam ati se yem papa Duncan Williams any Eastwood Anaba omo de omo ya asofo mu di mu ni pa yi enti nima bi a na nka eba ne se kwa na mpa ayi
Otabe omo Eric Zine
so omo resign
because he would me also
yeah cause ni nyina nye enye because omo di akoma pa ene opepa ene odo ene de be digina mu se aso dan yesi amanyame omo be di agina mu no ma ye kama ba de ekoso de e wo so obi ayran egina nchen enti no se de menua ne kan ye no me de so agitu mu se niam ankoyi enti no se menua na dia atum no mi gitum sa se niam ankoye enti no monhwe na monfa niam antutu bi se Ghana ba bi esika sem no gina na enya ti amanfo ani abre pa yi enti no se maja niam apa nyina atonom so mbesi katire na so mo san ba be disika dia ene na ntwa yi enti no me fua de empanyimfo no e ka no so
but Kusibu Aten no hu ne san board secretary na okujeto pa ne ho ntoma no
me de metwen amanhwehwemu no gina akoso awi ansa because nhwemu koso ansa se ye pre ho na ye koka de ni kwase ye kan fa ye papa
na ujo okujeto di
me gini di pa me gimi nua ne di pa
Ujenedi. Ne allegations now. Quite do not debo suffer no.
See, man.
Man, near suffer.
I now near cost in your suffer and shall see money maybe cost. Or more, yes, I almost saw that question be more sorry. And so no more yet, Jendias hour soften the infant twin. You are handing the suffer be briaye. And tis so suffer in the no dear don't and found once out. A cry in the
I see.
I saw funny be yenny a chain. Yenny cry a bit more so monk sorry. Yes.
Of a key mesro pa, yana dema me say go bro for now church no. Me making kind, but ku audia bedie. Me crash me was say the don. Are you trusted okuje to abrukwa? Of a key mesro. Yeah, what dear yeah in the voicemail near mo na. Are you trusted okuje to abrukwa we dear? I know the or say of a key Nancy Mr. Ernest Aduma Konyamu akon. How many ambulances did the NDC brought in their regime? Of a case, they say what writing power by ye kakranka krabidru or pambo shall say not dead, the cry with him. And so never pambo to make a full sentence. All right, the Costa Bossman, I said that on. I'm 100% against the building of the cathedral. Is the house of thieves, not of God. Or no dia or Debanon Evans, Alero Kwe, also please. I'll plead with the aspirants contesting the primaries in Okankwe South constituency for the NDC to talk to their supporters to do a decent and clean campaign devoid of insults and personal attacks, because we will need everyone on board after the elections to rescue the constituency and reshape OKS, Okankwe South. All right, on also Edia or the Airbanon. Also, we are Catholics from home. Nana Kwame Poku, Edso Edia or the Airba Enono. And I think say we are almost done. So let me 1 minute, one minute now. Any other business, and I say you are done.
But for the issue of Asofo, yeah, now.
Hey, Nachna Akwatia, sir, lawyer Kodia, issue Fiata Akwatia Fe Nachna no more questions here 2 polling station aba.
Oh,
now next week come to constituency.
That is it.
Hey,
that is it.
MPP.
See, I'm catching us. The NDC 4 years. Your friend is Sankofa. I said, "You, I'm one fan 2 years. No more Sankofa. Somebody 2 years. Sadie no. Solo. And as I said, ye during the primaries at a particular place.
Yeah.
Now see a friend 2 years because the year.
But man for bonju so almost say
you can't satisfy everybody.
So
yeah, who say asema ye can obi sorry or say. Or say me be can say okay good here. Then another person of okay. On also so man also the same thing. Everybody at the same time. That is it. Then person me can say me bra no so obo kan kwe sata. E mean say ono onim de dan anim oba beto. Say onim de dan anim oba beto. Ono aso nim say ni mpanifo a try in election year after election year.
Omo tire na why.
Na me nua be ma.
Na wonim no.
Me see ono a
tell me the wo so ahase
me see as em bone be na maka wa me see me nua no onim de dan anim.
Okay.
Onim de dan anim.
So at the last count now it was a difference of almost is it 15,000 vote difference?
Oh, in
15,000.
Me say onim de dan anim, and that Kwan has become the darling girl of Okankwe South. Yes. Oh yes. I know. Oh, and yes, because me I don't know what's going on there. Me too, and I'm more the omo library be. Madam on buy no within first 3 months no na omo library no omo I rehabilitate seriously e wo ofi me school me kwa academy so bishop no branch no kwa kakra no oh nice me say hey
eno ani
me see
the footprint library kwa ni here Okankwe South yes sir
all right Hey, Mr. Ernest Aduma finally. So I didn't know what to share. Finally,
okay, the American and said good. Say them D can no. Me party for you say in leadership no. Decision matic no. Omumi nyina nyintum niema akomamra form. Said ye beya ye beji Ghana for free or how or muko because or mining koye bibia say or Ghana. You see kasem koye. Ama sisi ya kwa abosan kubakuru bia mpo mayen enu nti no omunya abotre ama busia bo mma enyine na ye oban so twitwa haircut enne amanfo kwa anyigidie ewo banks mu obi kura diske ko bank osuro wonim se ade achi aban ne beka asem foforo na afi yanyi tumi no na ganafo enyagidie ewo oman ni mu.
Mami na was say, but at the appropriate time you handle Okai Kwesao.
Sa pepe.
Great. Let us say, what do you wo?
Darling girl, darling girl of Okai Kwesao.
Darling girl, baby. Many darling boy.
I'm looking forward to the day.
Many darling boy.
Okay, Martin.